So this is the inaugural podcast of title still unknown. We've been talking about a couple ones, maybe Deep Down Low or Puffy Muff, but we haven't decided. There's four of us here. I'm the host. I am Shoe. That is S-H-O-E, like the thing that you wear on your foot. I'll have the boys go around, say their name, and introduce themselves, and then we'll get into the meat of what this podcast is all about. I don't care who goes first. Any of you fucking...
I'll introduce myself first. First off, the boy, Big Earn.
Do it without tripping over your words.
Dude, no, because now I feel like I have added pressure on me. Get it out, Julie.
Alright,
So, running start.
ADB.
I'm bored.
I'm bored. And here on the podcast, we talk about a variety of different things. We have a couple different segments. Mostly just talk about anything that's really going on in our lives and or, I don't know. I don't want to get into politics or anything.
Politics suck.
But it's more like,
Facts.
I don't know, just random shit that we'll talk about. And also movies. That's a big one.
ADHD Paradise.
Alright.
Yeah. What is that supposed to be?
I'm still in that name. I don't know. I'm still in that name. I like it.
ADHD Paradise?
Yes, I'm still in it for something.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm still in it.
All right, well, shall we dive into it? What topic do we want to talk about? We have a couple that has been brought to the table.
I think we should start with the big one that we've been
The
talking
big
about.
one that we
Yeah.
haven't actually said anything about. Just
referenced to as the big one.
it's so vague though. I don't know which one. Because we did have a big argument earlier in the week,
Oh, you're
and I
talking...
feel like we should bring that up at least once.
I mean, we'll get into movies. We need to start with...
No, I'm not talking about movies. I'm talking about
Are you talking
the
about
Bears. The Bears.
Oh, yeah. First off, alright. So how do we even start this, right? Because...
Well, so I don't know if either of you have gotten into this argument, but we've been in a very heated debate for the past couple of days. Actually, we've gotten a bunch of people from the boat to
Comment?
kind of jump in on it, and basically it comes down to if you take, let's say, an elite silverback gorilla and the most elite grizzly bear that has ever lived, and put them together in a just raw dog, bare fist brawl. Who would come out on top? Who do you think would be the...
So I think we need to,
Hold up. Let's not get too statistic about it, right? Because I just want to start off. My side is
Go-
clearly the silverback gorilla.
Well, go with your gut feeling. What would you say is your gut feeling on it? And then we'll dive into the realistic statistics.
I feel like if a silverback gorilla and a grizzly bear, see each other, they're going to be like, what the fuck is that? At first.
Take a side.
Let's just say
I'm gonna
they've
say-
met each other before, like they were fucking...
We got beef.
Yeah, they were neighbors, and they've just got bad blood. Like the
I feel like-
grizzly bear kept shitting on the fucking gorilla's lawn, and
I
he's
feel
not
like the
about that
gorilla
life.
would win because a grizzly bear, what they're gonna do, they're going to stand up and they're gonna try to fight like a grizzly bear. Silverback gorilla is just gonna go in ham,
Well, that's what I'm saying is
just beat the shit out of the grizzly bear.
they each have their own I don't know
That's a tough one because all I could think about is silverback is Harambe, how you drag the kid. I'm like, he just dragged the kid. But then you got the bear. I'm thinking about Revenant. He destroyed the dude.
Exactly.
Straight up destroyed him. He had no chance.
exactly.
But that would be a
Just
good
remember,
fight.
one's Hollywood, and one's real life. And just think
It's
about
a
it.
kid.
When
I could
Harambe-
easily do that to a kid. I will destroy a kid.
No, you're fucking all right. So wrong, and here's why. Revenant was based off a fucking true story. This dude was actually mauled by a fucking bear.
And he lived.
He lived.
That kid was in that cage for 30 more seconds.
But he lived
Head
because
ripped off.
he had a gun. He had a gun to fucking fight the bear.
Yeah, but it's a musket. It's not gonna do much, especially when it takes 5 minutes to
It
reload.
did enough. It did enough.
First
So,
of all,
also-
let's talk about all the people that got murked by bears. First of all,
Not even grizzly
there's
bears.
plenty of people that got killed by bears and erased from Earth.
The first one always
How
comes.
you ever heard of anybody getting murked by a gorilla or anything like that?
That's because they had to section them off from the world. I just want to point this out. When Harambe died, that's when the world started going to shit. Fact. One gorilla died and it destroyed the world.
That's true. We
Big
brought
facts.
it up yesterday. We were reflecting on it. It's like somewhere down the line, there's going to be like a social studies book. There's going to be a chapter called "The Rift," and it's just going to have a picture of Harambe's face, and that's when everything just fucking went to pieces. Everything just kind of.
I mean, they're even.
One guy changed destiny, and a grizzly bear just shits in the woods and sleeps for 3 months.
I mean,
No shot.
There's also been there's actual real life accounts of a guy choking out a grizzly bear by shoving his hand down its throat and killing it.
Yeah, never happened to a gorilla.
I know, because gorillas just run at you and you instantly go, but a grizzly bear is just gonna be like, what the fuck are you? I'm gonna eat you.
I see what you guys are saying, but there's plenty of dead people now that got murked by grizzly bears.
Have you guys seen the documentary Grizzly Man?
No.
All right, yeah. So that dude, him and his girlfriend
Prime
got
example.
brutally murked by a group of grizzly bears,
Prime
But the-
example.
and it's all on tape too. Like you can hear it.
you can
him
hear the
getting-
whole thing.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that now. Because that's when they go up in the bus, right?
Yeah.
There's a bus and something like that. I remember the bus, vividly a bus, and they go and they're we're covering the footage, and then it just goes to this kind of like a split scene almost, and then you just hear, ah!
Yeah, he was. Well, so he's like, he'd been doing it for years. He'd been going up to see these bears. He considered them to be family. And this last time, he was just like, I think I'm gonna stay out a little bit longer. And everybody was like, Timothy, you probably shouldn't do that. It's probably not a good idea. They get into a weird funk this time of year. Like, you've been doing good, just going back to the U.S. Don't fuck with the bears this time. He didn't listen. And then all of a sudden you got Werner Herzog making this documentary, and he's
That was up in Alaska, right?
no, I think it was northern Canada. I'm not sure where it was.
That's kind of crazy. That's,
I mean,
Where grizzly bears live.
But you gotta think there's also accounts of chimpanzees who are way inferior to gorillas, murking people. I remember hearing this story of guys when traveling through the Congo or whatever and their guide got murked, hands, feet torn off, and his jaw ripped off by a chimpanzee.
That's what Sky was just showing me pictures of it.
yeah, and
I do agree. These
Yeah.
monkeys are vicious.
No,
I've seen some
chimpanzee.
video of this monkey ripping this dude's scalp. That's the video. And
I think she's got it. Yeah.
That's
that
crazy.
video, I was like,
Wait,
the
let me
monkey
get that.
smashes whole
Ripped his
hair
dome.
and
Wait,
his
why do you have
skull
this on
was
camera?
showing. I'm like, wow.
Because y'all were talking about it and I wanted to chime in so bad.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
documentaries all over.
I'm not taking anything away from
But
monkeys.
all these people who own
destroying
chimpanzees, not silverback gorillas, but chimpanzees,
Exact-
rip off their hands and their face.
Well, I
Yes.
understand. Yeah, but at the same time, right? That's a chimpanzee going up against a human, and
A
chimpanzees
whole-ass gorilla.
but
have-
a gorilla is so much bigger than a chimp.
But they're not as fast as they're not.
No,
as
they're
agile.
pretty fast.
They're not
Yeah.
as agile.
I
A
think-
silverback
No,
gorilla
no.
rushing at you. There have been videos of silverback gorillas just mock charging people, and they go from all the way in the woods, you can barely see this motherfucker, to 2 feet in front of you.
What
And
happens-
he's
But grizzly bears can do the same thing. They can climb fucking trees
Grizzly
too.
bears?
They just
Alright,
fucking.
So I think another thing that adds on to this, right, is first off, thumbs. Revolutionary, right?
I agree.
And this
Grizzly bears have claws. Whatever, dude, right? A silverback, the skin for a silverback, you might as well just put dual-plated leather, fucking. It's basically Kevlar he's rocking around with, and he has thumbs. And would you think about the pound of force that a grizzly bear hits people with, or a fucking silverback gorilla,
Read my mind.
And definitely a silverback
silverback
gorilla can climb a tree faster than a grizzly bear. That's
Yeah,
a
big
fact.
facts.
And a grizzly bear is just going to be there holding it.
Yeah,
A
no.
Also-
silverback gorilla is going to be swinging around the trees like Tarzan and just knock this fool off a tree.
I'm going with the bear. I'm just going with the bear
I'm glad you are, because I'm
because
100% bear.
I can't see a silverback doing anything but
So this is gonna-
scaring it. Maybe
With all due respect to the silverback gorilla,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to fight one of them.
exactly.
But a bear, much bigger, claws, and about the same strength.
We're
Well,
talking
yeah.
about elite bear, not no regular.
yeah, the elite grizzly
elite
bear.
King
bear.
Kong, dude. Are you kidding me?
That's
Okay, now you're being ridiculous. Come on.
fucking King Kong.
Yeah. Would you rather get punched by him or Godzilla?
No,
I'd rather get,
that's a completely different argument. Now, if
it's
there's a movie about a giant bear
Versus,
I would. All right, there's.
I want to say that as a idea.
Come to
It's
sci-fi.
copyright.
Come to sci-fi summer 2021.
Taking that.
Mega
step
Bear
back.
versus
I, ADB Paradise, would like to patent the Big Bear.
Mega Bear versus
Mega Bear versus
Elite Gorilla. I'd watch that. I'd watch the shit out of that.
But you gotta think, it's also like, yeah, you don't hear many stories of silverback gorillas murking people, but you hear a lot of stories of grizzly bears murking people, but like,
That's because
maybe because people don't survive to tell the story about a silverback gorilla murking people.
That brings in survival rate, right? The survival rate of people lasting from a grizzly bear to a gorilla, guarantee you, hands down, no one survives a fucking silverback gorilla attack. People survive bear attacks. It's not common, but it happens.
Yeah,
But that's a general. You're saying bear attacks, not saying grizzly bear attacks.
yeah,
There's a
black bears are
huge
more
difference.
aggressive than grizzly bears.
Yeah, but-
I've seen more attacks of black
Also,
bears than
who's
grizzly
all been
bears.
camping here?
I have.
Definitely
Okay.
been
Like
so have you
twice.
guys ever encountered a bear?
No, not
I,
no.
I,
Once.
I live in Florida. We like.
Yeah, the Midwest don't have
Everything.
bears.
You're the Australia of America, dude.
Dude, you were just saying the
I
Midwest is
never
Australia
witnessed
cold.
a bear.
Yes.
That
fact.
is true.
Just a wild bear in Florida. I'm sorry. I don't think that's a thing.
All right. So
Is it?
I have a good
I have
camping
no
story.
Zoo,
right?
maybe the zoo.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Pineapple.
maybe the
So,
zoo or something.
This is
No,
like this was a
there's 3 bears that go in their trash.
yeah, no shot. So
That's
right, so this is like
She just comes in with these fucking.
That's
so this is like 5 or 6 years ago, right? Me and some of my buddies would go camping. Went up to this place in NC, and we're all camping. You know, took my truck, we all went up. We're setting up everything. We're all drinking, doing our thing, and I end up just doing me, and very, very intoxicated. Pass out, wake up like, oh shit, dude. All right, it's pouring down rain. I'm sitting there out, you know, pissing outside the tent, and I'm like, what's that? Bro, bear, right?
What kind of bear?
I was drunk, and it was a night.
I don't think
know.
they're. I don't think
It
grizzly
wasn't
bears.
a
I don't
fucking
think
bear.
they're resident
Yes,
grizzly
dude.
bears.
How do you
It
know
was.
it's a bear? You said you
It came
don't.
up. It was coming up.
It was.
You know, like
It was just a raccoon. He was just too drunk.
Could have been a squatch, dude. Could have been a squatch.
I would kill a squash, dude. But anyways, right? So the thing they teach you about bears, or close encounter with bears, is what you bang pants together.
No, or
If
you-
someone is getting scared, if this thing is that tall, has that much fighting force, and it's getting scared by noise, gorillas don't give a fuck, dude.
But
you
you
can make they make louder noise. You make a noise, they make louder noise,
But they teach
and
you
they
how
throw
to-
shit at you
But they teach you how to like survive bears attack. But do they teach you how to survive gorillas?
because you can't.
because they don't do it.
I mean,
Exactly. So
They're not
human,
gonna just-
I feel like the human race has had more interactions with grizzly bears.
And they
Than
understand
gorillas.
that they are monsters.
Yeah.
You don't hear a lot about gorilla attacks, I think, because gorillas don't really go out of their way to attack.
That's a fact. But also, grizzly bears don't go out of the way to attack either. You're going into their territory and they're attacking you. A grizzly bear that's going into the trash can needs to be like, this free food. There's a person that's gonna run away. I'm gonna send
I'm
this
gonna
trash
fuck him
bin.
up.
He's
I'm
not
gonna
gonna be
get that
like
trash.
person.
All I'm
Get 'em.
saying, dude, is bears, bro. 3 months out of the year, they don't do shit. Grizzly bears are constantly, gorillas are constantly on the run.
I
dude.
disagree.
They're ready for it.
I disagree.
I hear-
I think this leads into our next topic since you already brought it up.
What's that?
They're on the side of King. They're on the side of Godzilla. You say Godzilla as well, which makes no sense because you said,
Because it's a lizard.
yeah, it's a fucking lizard,
Oh.
but you can equate it to a grizzly bear
You know,
in some way.
I gotta give you credit. That was a pretty good segue. You're like, speaking of gorillas.
Yeah, you brought up King Kong
Alright, so
versus a
King
grizzly
Kong.
bear. King Kong, like in the new version, is like
I'm about to say
80, like
big
100
bear.
feet at least.
So
Way bigger
I'm
than
gonna have to
any.
go against some of my things right here. Except for a grizzly bear's not shooting a nuclear fucking reactor laser at this thing.
Yes,
That's
but
essentially what Godzilla
but in the
did.
trailer, you
Okay.
can see that King Kong uses one of Godzilla's plates and just absorbs it.
I don't think that's actually Godzilla.
That's Godzilla's plate.
I
But
don't
yeah,
think
we understand. Like you can see the videos going around that like you can see like Robo Godzilla like in the trailer. You can like
you
see
call
like
it Robo Godzilla?
I'm sorry.
You
What
were
did you just
Mecha
say?
Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla, whatever. It's the same thing. It's equates.
It's not the same thing.
It's the same
You
thing.
should
Not
have
the
that kind
same.
of respect
If
in there,
you
alright?
Okay,
die, right?
okay.
If you die from that choking on the water, that makes Bort the most dangerous man here. He kills someone with words.
Sub pause. You said that D&D came out before any of the kaiju
Nah,
movies.
we're not into
You
that
said
yet.
that.
We'll dive into that later. But right now, Godzilla or King Kong.
King Kong, easy.
Wrong.
I'm not gonna say easy, but I like the underdog kind of feel I get from King Kong, and I'm going with King Kong
King
because
Kong?
everybody loves Godzilla, and I just don't want to. ride that bandwagon. I just want him maybe just get hit a couple times or whatever.
Let it be known that this isn't a serious movie. This isn't. It's not at all.
What do you mean
Like
not
in
serious?
it,
It's
if
very serious.
it's not.
I don't think
It's
you
not.
understand the
you
anticipation.
You have King Kong versus Ghidorah and King Kong versus the two Mutos. Like those are serious. Like King Kong Godzilla has to actually like fight his way out of
You
it.
see how he's talking about King Kong?
I don't think
This
you-
is why I'm rooting for him.
Yeah.
Because
But
he
like,
just-
but like
think
this is
you
a
know.
this is a summer blockbuster, and like I want King Kong to win, but like
He's
we all know Godzilla has to keep going, and like this like I've seen whichever monster is first in the name usually wins. Like based on prior experiences with
he's not.
like
ready
think
for
of the
King
think
Kong.
of the old King Kong versus Godzilla. King Kong won. Godzilla like actually throw that King Kong versus Godzilla in the water. King Kong came out victorious. Godzilla sleep underwater. That's the old King Kong versus Godzilla movie.
At the end of the day, I think it's gonna be like a good fight, and it might be. I feel like it's gonna be a draw because of
it's gonna
Mecha
be.
Godzilla is gonna do some things, and they gonna team up. Maybe.
I think you're right. I think the number one fan theory is that it's a throwback to the original Mechagodzilla, where they built Mechagodzilla, but he had like a regular Godzilla suit on, right? Fooled everybody. Everybody thought Godzilla was going bananas. Realistically, though, it was actually Mechagodzilla.
Or it could be
Real
or-
Godzilla had to come out and slap some people around, and then
Or it could be just like they're using the Orca device to control Godzilla, but then like he like goes and like waits up, but then they're like, oh, Mecha Godzilla.
Well,
I'm
speaking,
going
speaking
with
of which,
that
I'm
theory.
really
I'm
not.
going with the
Like,
old
so
school.
one thing I'm not enjoying, right? I think what people love about Godzilla, like the initial thing of it, is he's just a random reptile in Tokyo killing people, right? No one's controlling him. There's no crazy like science fiction behind him. He's just waking up, deucing people. Now, if you watch like, especially like the last one, God of Monsters or King of Monsters, whatever the fuck it was, like there's so much science behind it. Oh, hey, you can bring him back to life with a nuclear reactor. Like what?
Well, no, they did. They talked about that shit in the beginning of the first movie. It's like all these fucking kaiju are powered by nuclear
fuel.
power. Yeah, the Mutos were trying to collect it and fucking make babies with it, and Godzilla uses it to get supercharged.
Maybe I'm uninformed,
But then
I
you-
like to think that I would just rather have.
You're highly
just-
uninformed.
I would just like it to be like, hey, I'm a giant reptile, you're a giant monkey, let's fight. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but see, King Kong doesn't have that requirement of needing nuclear fuel, and
He
Godzilla
has
is
no
not
reserves.
going to get that from King Kong because King Kong's a monkey. King Kong's a giant monkey.
They sent a whole ass submarine to be like, hey, wake up, dude. What do you think they're gonna do? When
They
he goes
sent
back
a
out again?
tiny submarine and a man with a
Yeah, but-
nuclear bomb.
When
With
they
the-
did,
with the
well,
Godzilla
it's
fetish and then
the
him
only
dying.
reason they did that is not because Godzilla was dying, right? They needed to speed up the timeline for Godzilla because he was
He's going to sleep
He was,
pretty much.
yeah, he was gonna recharge. That's all he was doing. He wasn't down and out. He was just like,
But
no,
then
I'll chill
let's-
for a little bit.
And then let's
Yeah,
bring up
but
the
hey-
argument that you said that like, oh, King Kong versus Godzilla, like the end of Godzilla King of Monsters, Godzilla was like supercharged out of his mind because of Mothra and because of what Ghidorah was like trying to
He
siphon
did
out power.
Make sweet Mothra.
He
love.
also killed Ghidorah with straight aura. And that's
That
a
was-
fact.
that was
an
a
aura. That
woman-
was nuclear
Yeah,
power.
that's
Just
pretty much
he
a
was
fucking
giant
fusion
nuke.
off
He's
him.
bleeding off nuclear
At the
energy.
end of the day, he didn't like physically touch him. The dude just like die. And
No, he
died.
literally had to
did. He
step on his
crushed
chest
his
cavity.
chest.
Have you
After.
seen the movie?
Yes.
I don't think you've watched this movie.
He watched it.
Highly doubt that you.
He
watched
did
it.
watch it, but he
I've watched it
doesn't pay
twice.
attention. Yeah, but you obviously didn't pay
Like, I think
attention.
you guys, I might be missing a few minor details, but
A lot of major
The whole
details.
movie's minor details.
at the end of the day, right, he killed him with just be like, I'm nuke wasting.
I didn't watch the entire movie per se, but
The important things. Godzilla 1.
I do like how like Godzilla have his like he's supposed to be like the king of all those monsters, but then you have this other monster that's not even like in the rankings. He's just another beast that came out of nowhere, and it's like since Godzilla's like supposed to be king, is he trying to be that king for him or whatever? Like show him like dominant. But
no, dude.
I mean, on Skull Island.
King Kong don't fucking. He's not run by anybody. He's his own.
He's chilling
man.
on his own island.
Exactly.
Minding
He
his
need
own.
no king.
Yeah, but Skull Island, it showed like they fought in the past. Not him, not this King Kong, but like King Kong species has fought the Godzilla species over and over again.
I don't know. I liked Skull Island. I feel like if you're gonna bring that into the mix, like there's a lot of there's a lot of like questions that come.
What do you
with it.
mean question?
Like his parents got murked by those little
Yeah,
skull
but did
creatures.
you but did
I
you
do
see
agree.
the
I was
comic?
like,
Did
no,
you
I
see
didn't
the
read
yeah
the
the
fucking comic.
the comic has it like his parents died to multiple skull crawlers, not just like one. It was like a
But at the
pack.
same time, like I feel like if they were fully grown, like they're saying King Kong is supposed to be against Godzilla, then he should just be able to fucking swat them.
Yeah, some random skeleton, like desert skeletons, dude, get out of here.
not desert skeletons. They were in,
Stupid.
it was a,
Have you seen King Kong
Wow.
Skeleton?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not because he said
I bet
desert
you what they were.
skeletons. They're
They
not in
were
the desert.
skeleton monsters, whatever.
So his
Skull
parents
crawlers.
died from like multiple.
Yeah, it was like
they're
a
like supposed
pack.
to be
Like
fully grown. Apes.
yeah, but there were at least like 10 of these skull crawlers.
Well,
Kong
first of
had
all,
trouble with one as a
was-
adolescent.
No, the last one was like the adult one that he fought. It was like the adult one.
Like the big boy.
Yeah, it was the
He-
big
What are you
one.
talking about? Like,
The last.
but he still almost got. He literally had to have like a propeller. But that's where we also bring into the fact that Kong knows how to use weapons.
I also agree with that.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
So
you
that
know,
kind of equals out though in my book, right?
there's a lot of
Kong
pros and
doesn't have
cons.
necessarily like superpowers like fucking atomic breath, but he knows how
Right.
to use weapons.
Exactly.
And he's
That's why I
also
feel
way
like it's gonna be a
faster than
good fight.
Godzilla.
It'll be evenly matched.
Mhm.
It's gonna be good, regardless. But I still am siding on the giant lizard.
All right. Well, next take. If you do plan on watching the movie, do you risk COVID to go see it in like IMAX?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
I'm
100%. I watched. I watched. Not to sound like a puss, but I did watch the remake, the 2016 Godzilla in IMAX in 3D. And when he comes out of the water the first time, and they like shoot that flare up in him, and he like fucking screeches, kind of shed a tear a little bit. It's like, this is it. But you gotta also remember, I was growing up in the era of the Americanized fucking bastard Godzilla of the 1990s that they made.
I love that movie.
Yeah, that
so
movie
much.
was good.
So
Had
it
the
was
blanket and everything.
good when you're a kid, and then the more you grow up, the more you're like, that was a god awful film that has
Absolutely.
nothing to do
no,
with
I think
canon.
I liked it.
Absolutely.
It wasn't canon at all. Like with the
It
kaiju.
becomes canon in one of the Japanese films.
Yeah, but that was awful. Can we take back to that was like made in like 2005s, and that looked like a sci-fi summer movie.
I just
It
wanna
was
say-
awful. He literally just like
slapped him around.
I just
slapped
love that
him and
movie
he's like,
so much. I tell you, I had a sleeping bag.
Oh, dude,
Godzilla
I had
sleeping
the
bag.
toys. I had the fucking big one where you can take the little toy soldier and put him in his mouth and he gets swallowed.
See that?
It seems like you guys had a nice childhood.
It was
You
great.
guys had
It was
Well,
pretty
I
awesome.
wouldn't say nice
TV.
because that was like my only blanket for like forever.
you guys had media growing up.
you had the backwoods and
Yeah,
hauntings
backwoods.
of elementary school. So shush.
No, we just play outside.
You lived in the I did too. Don't think that we're just like
Yeah,
sitting
don't-
inside all
You
the time.
surely didn't.
Don't fucking.
I'm
I
gonna
definitely went outside.
That was like the one type of treat that my mom gave me was like, oh, you want to go to the movies?
But you watch Godzilla.
And that was it. It was just nothing else. It was just us going to the movies.
I went to the movies like 3 times as a kid because
There
it was mad expensive.
Well,
There was like one enlightening fact that I found out like as I got older. I was like, holy shit. It's like one Christmas, I was big time into Spawn comics. Like Spawn's still my favorite superhero, has been forever. But my parents like one Christmas got me like a bunch of these like Spawn action figures and shit, and I was like, oh yeah, it's fucking awesome and shit. Totally supporting the shit out of it. Fast forward to like 20-year-old shit. Shoot.
L.
I'll bleep it out.
Ignore that.
I'll bleep it out. I flash forward 20-year-old Jew, going back and rereading all the old comics and then realizing like how fucked up Spawn actually is. I don't think my parents fully understood. They were like, yeah, that's good. He's a good superhero. Fuck Batman. You're Spawn.
Spawn growing up, I remember that one movie. I'm not sure if it was the last movie. It was one of the movies. One of the Spawn movies. And it's that fat clown guy.
It's the only one, dude.
I'm about to say,
Oh, is it?
what
John
other movie-
Leguizamo.
Yeah, it was
I
only
wasn't
one
sure.
movie.
I didn't. Hey man, uninformed.
Big Earn doesn't watch a lot of movies, by the way.
Big Earn's very uninformed. About
John
a lot of things.
Leguizamo, I think he played an excellent clown. I think he
Yeah,
did a really
and
good
it's
job. I love
scary,
that
dude.
movie. And
It used to scare
it's
the
got
shit out of me.
terrible CGI. I still love that movie.
Yeah, about to say, no matter what, that movie will be good.
Ageless
Fucking-
movie, Talladega Nights.
Also,
It's a comedy, dude. Like, of course,
Ages.
comedy. It's a good movie,
Ages.
yes. Let's see do that.
this brings us on to our next topic. Maybe.
All All right,
Segway board.
I'm
Yeah,
an
segue
ADHD. Again, I understand ADHD.
Now
and, like,
here's Bort's segue to the next topic.
beep beep.
You do look at Roadrunner.
All right, next time I need you to say beep beep.
This brings us to our next topic.
Just chime in. Just abrupt beep beep. Hey, guess what? Time's up on this topic.
That reminds me of like during okay.
You ready beep beep once,
weeb,
dude. We're on
weeb
man
sesh anime when like they're after the Sand Village and like the
Beep beep, no one cares.
guy is like trying to like race Kakashi or something like that, and he has some breadstick, but like he's like we're gonna have to train, and then he fast as fuck goes to the Leaf Village, and then Lee's like, Neji, get on, and it's like beep beep.
People like me who don't watch whatever you're talking
I
about.
have no idea.
Yeah.
Sounds like some anime, but then again, like I can't bring that up. I am the fucking black sheep of this group when it comes to anime.
Yeah, but he's also in
All three of
black
you are
sheep. He's
very
like
fluent
half-
in anime.
He's like a half black sheep because he's
You
not
could
like,
come up to me and say fucking cracked an eggshell on the street is the title of an anime, and I would 100% believe you.
I feel like I'm like almost god tier of like anime. I still got some stuff to watch, but I'm like
You're
getting
up there, dude.
I'm fucking god tier.
Yeah,
And I'm like low key until like you start talking to me about. I'm like, yo, do you know this?
Yeah,
I feel like you
he
could-
watches a lot of
I feel like you whip your dick out and slap some people,
Absolutely.
dude.
Yeah, definitely more than I definitely wouldn't
So,
say that
Especially
I'm
you.
on. What are you talking about?
Versus one of the largest.
So I just started like getting like super nerd when it comes to anime like 8 months ago. That's when I started my whole anime journey. I have a lot to go.
I can't
You
do
still
it.
haven't watched Naruto though.
It's just
And
my
I'm not gonna
childhood.
watch it.
My,
I
that
guess.
was my childhood.
I think for me there was a point where I was like getting very close to like, all right, I'm gonna watch fucking anime like fluently, constantly, and it was Toonami,
That's
After
my
school,
childhood. Yep. there
Dragon
you go.
Ball Z. That was my thing, and
Love
I
Dragon
think
Ball
the catalyst that kept me from doing it was
Weeb.
no Toonami fucking abruptly ended Dragon Ball Z. I did not finish the Buu Saga. And then suddenly they threw Dragon Ball GT at me. I watched 2 episodes and I was out.
Yeah, but
I
then
was done.
But then you have like good anime. I wouldn't say Dragon Ball Z is not a bad anime.
Well,
all right,
you know,
I've
so
never watched it.
Let's talk about the GT series brought us, right? Because
No,
the GT
because
series,
I do want to
a
talk
lot-
about this GT series
So
because
it didn't bring
it
me
is
a lot of
definitely
like,
trash.
It's definitely trash. I will say that trash for sure, but it still brought you some insane fights.
Yes,
Insane
it brings
fights.
some good concepts.
saw
But
no
it was
fights.
trash. Like Super Saiyan 4, great concept.
Yeah.
Love the whole fucking bringing back the tail. First of all, I hate Kid Goku turning to Super Saiyan 4 and he's an adult. Makes no sense to me.
That does
I
baffle me.
also-
Makes no sense.
Design flaws. Super Saiyan 3 doesn't have eyebrows. Didn't enjoy it.
So I will say this too. That just design anyway. When it comes to Dragon Ball Z and how like they do Super Saiyan, oh shit, that's a huge fucking deal. Super Saiyan 2, mind blown. Anytime they go, there's a next level, it still blows people away. And I will admit that I'm also one of those people that's like, alright,
for sure.
fuck
And
yeah,
that's,
dude.
that's what I like about
The,
Dragon
the
Ball Z.
craziest
bumping it up,
transformation.
dude.
The craziest transformation was definitely going to Super Saiyan 3 for the first time.
I agree.
Publicly did
That
because
was-
that's when
pretty
he literally
nuts.
rippled the world. Going to Super Saiyan 3.
Absolutely.
That's fact.
I can
That
just
or the
remember.
first Super Saiyan.
The first Super Saiyan was just heartfelt because Krillin just got exploded.
Oh yeah,
I don't
Yeah, I
know
was
what
torn
that
up.
was tough, dude.
Yeah, big tough.
That was tough.
I'm not in my element when it comes to this. So I
All,
don't
all I
watch
can
Dragon
remember is
Ball.
like Dragon Ball, like Krillin. He was that dude until like Dragon Ball Z came in. He was like kind of trash, but still he was that dude. Did you just murk him like that? That's
fucked
sad
up.
day.
Yeah.
Then
facts. He
why-
literally just like, hey, you're gonna go up in the sky. Then you're gonna turn into a blood dust cloud.
Why does Dragon Ball like have? It feels like a what? There's an anime series that has like a whole Fate series. Let's say Fate series. Fate series has like 50 different titles, and that sounds like
you're talking about,
what
dude.
Dragon Ball is.
So a lot of them, right? No, you're talking about like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai, like all
that's
that.
stupid.
No,
Like
no.
Naruto
Alright.
has 2. Naruto
But that's the
Shippuden.
thing. Dragon Ball Z is like a big. Everybody knows Dragon Ball. So
Everybody.
over the years, they was trying to make it look better. It was all about the artwork. So Dragon Ball Z Kai, whatever, it was all about the artwork.
When Dragon Ball Z Kai cut out a lot.
It's pretty. Yeah, pretty much.
Dragon Ball Z Kai, they refined the artwork of it and then they streamlined it.
Yeah, but you go to like any person that watches any sort of anime. They've heard of Naruto, they've heard of Dragon Ball Z, which are 2 of the big ones. Like that, Naruto, and Bleach are like the big 3. You could say
Old
One
school,
Piece.
big three.
Well, yeah. After One Piece came out, then One Piece.
Whoa,
One Piece replaced Bleach. Either that or Naruto. I can't remember.
One Piece is legendary. I remember
It's in its own
watching
category for sure.
One Piece when I was like 5, 6
Yeah, but
years
it came
old.
out because it came out in 1998.
I'm pretty sure One Piece came out before Bleach did.
Did it? We have to check that. Fact check.
Yeah, fact check.
Fact check.
I just know One Piece came out.
Can we get a fact
long
check?
time
Beep,
ago.
beep.
Long time ago.
It's bigger and it's beep beep.
And it been on since forever.
I want to get a series of buttons that we can press during this, like
But like
fact check.
also know Naruto came out. Naruto came out in
facts. So-
1999.
Fuck you.
Bleach's release date was October 5th, 2004.
Oh yeah. Then
Bleach
it was
is-
Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto were the big three, obviously. And then Dragon Ball like
Yeah.
waited off, and then Bleach like took its place because I remember like
I wouldn't say it took its place, but Bleach would. It wasn't a big three anymore. It was like a big four.
Yeah.
Because of course,
I mean,
Bleach can't
you had
replace
Robot
any
Bebop,
of
too.
those.
Like, you had all those. The
What,
old
wait, what
classic.
did you say? Robot Bebop.
You're wrong.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy
Cowboy-
Bebop.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's robots.
You're pissing
bro.
off my wife now.
You're pissing me off now.
This fucking robots. What do you want from me, dude?
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh ho.
Very good. That's what I'm saying. Is
That's
Toonami late Saturday nights back in the day? Like, yeah, you had Toonami after school, but Toonami Saturday night, all anime. We had like Big O, Gundam, fucking Cowboy Bebop, fucking Tenchi Muyo, fucking a ton of really good
You-
fucking.
and that
shit.
was all the stuff I just watched. That's the only shows I watched.
That's what
growing
was
up.
getting me into it. They had one where it was like samurai Power Rangers essentially, where they all had their own crazy fucking samurai shit. But yeah, that was like glorious. But I'm telling you, it was Dragon Ball that fucked me up. That's the one that cut me off, and I couldn't.
I
couldn't
understand
get
that
back.
because GT.
So,
Big
also,
GT
how I was
slapped me
supposed to
in the
go
face.
into, right? How GT was supposed to go into. It was, first off, a whole route of Dragon Ball was supposed to take over. It was Goku was supposed to die when he died the second time. He was supposed to be phased out. And then Gohan was supposed to become the main character. And then they made him stupid badass for the cell fight. That's exactly what the
That
thing
was very bad.
So they made Gohan. They're supposed to make him the super OP character. He was supposed to like take over. He was supposed to be the Goku. But then people are like, "Hey, dude, you just took out the main character. Why would you do that?" And people
is
are
true.
like, "All right, cool. We'll just resurrect him again for the
Yeah.
third time."
I don't know the backstory behind all that, but I know Gohan was supposed to be like the main guy, but everybody loved Goku so much. It's like, how can you do this? We're not gonna watch it no more if you kill this guy off.
Also,
Gohan was pretty stacked though. That
Also-
cell fight was
Yeah, fact.
memorable.
we forgot to say this at the beginning of this, but spoiler alert, probably should go watch everything before you continue on.
Absolutely not. They it's a swim at your own risk type deal with this podcast.
Sink or swim.
You enter. Maybe you should put that in the preference. Just be like,
Sink or swim.
no, I'm not. I'm not gonna. No, nobody gets warned. You
Even at the
you
time-
you
it's
jump
not-
in
It's not like we covered.
and you take it or you leave it.
It's not like we have covered like this crazy like super specific thing. These are all like general things that we.
And these are also
grew up.
anime that have been out for
Well, yeah,
now.
forever. I agree with you on that. But at the same time, like, there's people who still like have not seen fucking. I don't know.
But then that's their
look,
fault.
like for instance, have you guys seen Titanic?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well that proved me wrong.
Good example.
But still, there's
didn't
people
watch
out
it
there
on
that's like, they were like,
VHS
what?
like
There's an iceberg?
And we didn't watch it on the two take
two-
VHS
the
like
two
you did, but we
VHS.
watched
Oh my-
it.
I watched it on the 2-tape VH.
Yeah, everybody. That's why like that one part of that VHS tape was just faded out. I wanted to watch and see that. Tape.
Another movie that was a 2-take VHS. I'm not sure everyone's seen, but Storm of the Century.
That's
What?
a good one. And Green Mile. That's the one we had. We had Green Mile.
Green Mile is also nice.
Okay, I know.
Have you never seen? Yeah,
I
you're
have
not allowed
seen
to
those
talk about
movies,
Green
but you
Mile.
talking about 2 tapes? Nah, I've seen those movies like on TV.
Green
I'm
Mile
sorry
I
to tell
watched.
you.
Storm of the Century?
Green Mile I
Green
watched
Mile,
on
I've seen it
TV.
on TV.
Oh yeah, Green Mile.
Yeah, everyone's because it got
I never
super
had-
popular.
I never
But,
had-
Titanic's the only one that I've seen on
But-
2 tapes.
Storm
never
of the
had
Century
tapes
was
or
like
DVDs,
no
really.
show. It was like a 4-hour film. Storm of the Century was.
Well, that does lead us into one of our next segments, which we will be talking about Mandy.
Beep beep.
But first, we're gonna go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back. The following is not an actual sponsor. Crazy Errands, please sponsor me. Do you find yourself bored at work? Do you find yourself wanting a fidget spinner, but finding that fidget spinners just don't fucking do it for you anymore? Well then, can I introduce you to Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty? They come in a variety of colors, sizes, and smells even. Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty.
What's in your pocket?
And we are back to this shit show of a first podcast, still kind of getting the feeling for it. We left talking about movies, which brings us to the next topic. I laid out an assignment for both Big Earn and Bort to watch the Nicolas Cage movie Mandy. Eddie B has already seen it and knows of its
Greatness.
yeah, its fucking amazingness. But I wanted to get a fresh take from people who don't often watch
The greatness of Nicolas Cage.
movies that are on the edge, I guess. Movies that are very underrated.
Yeah, you know what, Shu? During my time watching this movie, I found that
Your time on your phone, hearing the movie.
you were sleeping.
Facts.
Pineapple. So, during the whole time, you feel like you're on LSD the entire time. Absolute
I
facts.
100% agree with you.
Because, like, it goes in, so initially, and if you guys haven't seen it, because obviously I'm not sure who has seen that movie, but initially it kind of breaks down, you know, it's just like this lumberjack dude, his wife, a big chill in the middle of the fucking wilderness doing their thing. Then they get abducted, dude. They just get abducted by some fucking things, and then some basically alien people with armor arms, and, like, they've just wind up at this fucking weird, super, like, Christian dude thinks he's gonna save the world because his whatever. Super weird, and dudes are barbed wired. Chick gets stung by a bee, hallucinates, and he's, next thing you know, the screen's going purple, dick's hanging out.
Dicks out.
Dick's out for Harambe, dude. Straight up in that movie. And that's what's happening.
Dude, you are alright, like,
That's
He's going.
I want to
he's
pause
just
you
going right through.
because, like, I feel like you jump forward real fast and then you
that was the pace of the movie.
leapt back, like, real quick, like you were fucking around on a fucking YouTube video, like, hitting 30 seconds ahead and then 20 seconds back to, like,
I'm giving it a
describe this movie.
I'm giving it an honest review.
Because it is all over the place. Like, you've got
I felt-
pieces in the
My
wrong
timeline might be a
place. You
Alright, sure. My time
clearly
might be
don't know what's going on in the film. I'm very, very disappointed.
Dude,
Dad and these guys. Very
dude got abducted by some aliens. Ended up being barbed wired. Wife got stung by a bee. Ends up in this
Wrong.
room, in this like
Wrong.
orgy room. Fucking colors going purple. Dude's dick's out, talking about Christ. Like, get out of here, dude. No shot.
Because she laughs at his pee-pee.
Yeah, fact. And then like, dude's dick's small. Chick laughs at him, burns her to death. Oh, my penis is small. You're hanging above a fire. Like, what kind of extremism is that?
That's big facts.
Yeah, so it does that. Nick Cage, scariest dude on the planet. You get him with some fucking alien PCP and cocaine, dude would run the world. And that's a fact. He literally, out of spite, went home, learned how to blacksmith, made his own axe, got a compound bow from some random, like, dude that he, like, used to know.
pretty random.
It was
random
a
as
very
fuck.
random
Yeah,
guy.
just random dude.
Who was all about giving him this fucking crossbow. By the
Yeah,
way.
and was like, hey, oh, you left this like 20 years ago. I'm glad you need it now, right? Grabs a crossbow and then just goes and annihilates aliens, right? Essential aliens. That's what
I
they
wouldn't
are.
say aliens. They're like weird, like demonic beings.
Yeah, I like where his take's going. I'm gonna let him do his take, and then I'm gonna give Bort's take, and then we'll explain like
Yeah.
what's actually happening in the film.
Yeah, so anyways, right. So it continues on. Dude, Nicolas Cage is just like kind of like doing his thing. He goes in, he's breaking in the fort, and then he's like tactically killing people. Tactically, he makes it into like the little fortress of demonic alien beings, whatever the fuck you guys want to call them at this point. And then he's taking them out, ends up like really specific thing, finds this demonic being sitting there, and he goes into this house, and it's just this old dude bent over this green couch with nothing but scratches and scars on his ass, and we're like, wow, that's awkward. Why would you have that? Time to find out, this alien has a sword cock, dude. Right? Dude's rocking a sword cock and watching like vintage porn.
And don't forget about the old dude that was bent over and his asshole was like bloody.
Not just his asshole, his entire ass, dude.
Sword
Dude
cock.
just got like literally kebabbed, like by an alien. That's exactly what happened.
By a sword cock.
Huh?
Is it even really a sword dick though?
Yes, definitely. It was a.
It's not just like a strap-on.
No.
No, it's a
an
whole-
actual-
It's an actual like
It's a built-in function of
like
the alien.
if an alien I just definitely just fucking threw a bunch of feedback in the mic. If an alien had a fox like DNA mixed and had a barbed penis. This is essentially what we're looking at. It's not a strap-on. It was a giant sword cock.
Yeah, giant sword cock. And then like he's sitting there fighting the sword cock guy, and then beats him, whatever. And then he like gets kind of like knocked on the ground, right? And then he just picks up this huge shard of glass that just happened to have an eighth of fucking ounce of cocaine on it. And then he's like, yeah, sick, do that. And then they go in, they're looking through his kitchen, and for some reason, Hollywood has the stigma of you have empty Chinese on your countertop in the kitchen, dirty house. Aliens don't eat Chinese food. Like, that's bullshit.
Can I pause you right there?
Sure.
Like, I want to point out the fact that the first, like, 20, 30 minutes of this movie was just generalized by you.
Sure.
But where it does pick up, you go into very heavy detail because that's where the movie actually does get, like, very fucking into it. Very interesting.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, because the first 30 minutes of it is this lumberjack dude doing their thing. Gets abducted by a fucking demonic dude. Old boy still getting fucked by a spy cock. Whatever you want to call him. So dude does like an eighth of cocaine. And he's just like, alright, cool, I'm gonna go start digging through this house. Knows exactly where his axe is. Goes, finds his little battle axe, opens up the fridge. Oh, my crossbow must be in the fridge. So
well, he didn't just. He looked around.
Digging
he didn't just
through
drawers,
he
didn't just go like looked at the fridge like it's definitely in there.
No, dude.
Like
it took him 2 seconds to find
me
my
and ADB
crossbow.
are very fucking revved up about this. This is a great movie.
It took him 2 minutes to find a crossbow.
I do agree. It took him 2 minutes,
axe.
but he looked in the kitchen. He was like opening doors
He was
open.
digging around.
In that giant ass palace, you're gonna be like, yep, my battle axe is in this drawer.
It was an apartment.
First of all, his axe was already in there. I would think, oh, it must be somewhere around here. Start opening cabinets.
Yeah,
and he
but
found
that's
it.
not where I'm. If I'm the dude abducting that guy, that's not where I'm putting
No,
it.
because
That's just not. So, anyways, right? So Nicolas Cage, he's chunky in that movie. He's a very chunky dude in that movie.
don't ever disrespect
All
crazy.
right, don't knock.
Nicolas
All right,
Cage.
take it easy on Nicolas Cage, right?
I'm not knocking. I'm just saying he's a chunker in that.
That's
movie.
he's not chonky. He's fucking performing the role that he was fucking signed on to do.
Sure.
Which
I
is
get what he's saying because
chunky
that
like
bathroom scene, he was a little.
he was. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the bathroom scene.
You forgot about that.
The vodka,
bathroom, yeah.
the vodka.
Yeah, chunky.
Screaming. Yeah.
Yes.
So, anyways, he watches his wife get like absolutely just burnt to ashes, and after that, these weird anime cutscenes started happening, and it was like, why they need to add that into that movie? Kind of weird, whatever. Kind of cool, kind of like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Dude's just wearing the Eye of the Tiger, like, fucking shirt on, and his fucking whitey tighties, and he's like, you know what? Yep, this is happening. And it's like, no, dude, no
This
shot.
is happening. This is happening.
But yeah.
You're going all over the place.
Yeah, that happened before the raid.
are very you're jumping.
That happened before the raid, but that's just like, I remember the Eye of the Tiger t-shirt.
Like, yeah, okay.
So eventually he avenges everything, he does his thing. Of course, Hollywood, he kills everybody and becomes a god.
I just want to say, craziest Nicolas Cage is like my all-time favorite actor.
I will say, I think I've said it before, we're on the cusp of Nicolas Cage becoming very self-aware that he is crazy. All of his movies are him essentially being crazy.
Wrong.
And now...
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Okay.
We're talking about.
He's still
movies
crazy in
now.
that movie. He's still crazy. Like, the one movie that he's not crazy in is, like, The Family Man. And he's still a little bit crazy in that movie.
I mean, you're talking about
Besides the
different
fact,
levels of
he has completely figured out. He's embraced it. He has made Mandy. He's made the color that came. Was the Color Out of Space?
Yep.
Color Out of Space. And now he's making two
Giants.
different movies.
Giants
One which is Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, Wonderland or something. Great movie.
Which I'm about to buy. I'm about to buy this and watch this movie. It's amazing. I've heard nothing but good reviews. And now he's making another movie about him fighting, I think, like alien wizards and
I can't wait for
demonic
that.
something,
I
like
can't.
demonic ghosts. I
He
don't,
just wants to get back to the sword cock. That's what it is.
but he's killing the game right now. He's
He is,
accepted his fate.
absolutely.
People are realizing it, and he's about to become huge again.
Huge.
Yeah.
I just
Even
want
when
to say.
he did get big, he didn't like huge to an extent. So the time when he was getting popular, other people were also getting popular, and they happened to make better movies.
No.
So
Fact.
one of the people I think you're referring to is like John Travolta, right?
Fact.
People always say like he had a couple movies and then he started getting big, but
He had
you
a
go
huge
back.
drop-off.
You go back and you watch Face Off, which was supposed to be like the pinnacle of 90s action movies.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being young and people saying, like, Face Off was, like, this huge, crazy idea, like, action movie. Like, you can't get better than this. Go back and you rewatch it, and it is...
It's not that good.
It is
It's horrible.
absolutely batshit.
Yeah.
It is all over the place. The editing, everything is like, don't get me wrong, a completely enjoyable film if you watch it from this outsider's view of like, not like a premier action movie, but one that you realize that John Travolta and Nicolas Cage are both absolutely fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then you start to realize that John Travolta was also batshit crazy, but he has nothing good.
Speaking of
Yeah.
John Travolta
exactly.
movie,
He's got maybe 3
we
movies.
can get on
Nothing
this.
good.
Well,
Don't talk about somebody that doesn't have any good movies.
John Travolta does have good movies.
Wild
Name
Hogs.
a good John Travolta movie.
Wild
Grease.
Hogs.
Grease. In fact.
That's
No,
it.
I'm not saying Grease. I won't even say fucking Grease, because Grease is just it's
Classic. That's
It's
it.
a fucking.
So are you
Pulp
saying?
Fiction.
Are you saying John Travolta as in himself?
But that's
or
not
like,
even like a. All right.
That's a movie.
Is it called classic?
It's not his
It is.
movie. It's a
not
good
his
movie.
It is a
It's
good
a
movie.
good
movie he's
overall
in.
movie. It's a good movie that he's in.
I
That's
will
it.
say, Get Shorty, Be Cool, pretty good movies. Pretty good.
Wild Hogs. Good comedy.
I will fucking jump across the
If
table.
you're
and
saying that's
strangle the
like
shit out of you.
out of John Travolta's career,
That was my childhood right there.
You're like,
that
wow.
and Norbit. That and Norbit were my childhood, and those were pretty
Your
funny. movies.
childhood? Oh my god. Oh my god.
When Respucia
pineapple,
God-
pineapple.
God bless
Take
you.
it, Rita.
God bless you.
But I wanted to say, I don't care what nobody say, Ghost Rider, the Vengeful Spirit, whatever, crazy Nicolas Cage made that movie. It was a terrible
Absolutely.
movie, but him being crazy in that movie made the movie.
So
I
let's,
was,
let's take let's do this right. So out of all the movies that John Travolta's been crazy in, right? Take him at his craziest point.
Yes.
Yeah, but John Travolta.
Then you
isn't-
take Mandy, Nicolas Cage, have him fight. Who wins?
Peak, but it's peak. It's definitely Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think if
Nicolas
which they
Cage.
are doing, they're making a sequel to the Face Off movie, not a remake. It's a sequel, and if they bring both of them back, I think Nicolas Cage wins in this movie,
Absolutely.
and he should absolutely win in this movie.
They're both burnt out. Like
No,
No.
John
We're talking
Travolta.
about Nicolas Cage.
John
I
Travolta,
understand
100% is
He's burned.
he looks
fucking
disgusting.
whittling and a stick now.
Yeah.
He has nothing going for him at all. His like one of the last movies is a Fanatic, where he is this crazy dude with a mullet and he impersonates people on Hollywood Boulevard, and he stalks this action star. But the first fucking line out of his mouth in this movie is he's nervously walking around the store and he goes, "Can't talk long. I have to poop." And that's where you put John Travolta.
That's a statement.
That's his
Yes.
career now. That's where he's at.
I gotta take poop.
I gotta take a poop.
Hey, you want to compare him to Nicolas Cage?
He looks
The
like
guy
somebody
that's doing
I'm just saying-
coke and alien LSD
That's facts.
with blood all over
Yeah.
his
Also,
face?
going back to Mandy, right? How you going through this like alien apartment and you're just like, wow, this jar of like
No
It looks
segue yet, because he's got me ramped back up. I forgot. I'm
I
gonna
don't-
railroad you on fucking Mandy right now.
I'm just saying, right? It's because he's going through this kitchen, and you're like, you look at it, it's dirty, right? And you look at this, what it looks like Tostino's cheese jar. That's what it looks like. And it looks like expired. It looks like it's all nasty and gooed up. And then he just opens it, and he's like, I wonder
I
what
do
this
agree.
tastes like.
I do.
I
agree.
will admit that's a little sus.
Yeah.
That's
Dips his finger in it, and then has a vision of his face melting.
it
At
does.
least he
look-
thought about it. That's all I can say. At least he thought about it, but then still put it in his mouth.
I will say, it kind of makes sense though. He is a guy that is at wit's end, and if he was it, I can't remember. Was it right before he did the fucking glass that he took that
No, that was
shard?
afterwards. Right
Was it
after.
Okay.
Yeah.
After he find his stuff,
He was
like,
already ramped up,
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah, he was on, bro. And the whole entire movie, like, he had to have been high for hours, dude. Hours. Because, one, like, the amount of cocaine, the sheer amount of cocaine should have killed a normal cow, let alone a human. And this dude was just like, yep, all of that plus alien PCP. Let's see what I can do.
Right.
And then he fights, chainsaw fights, swords fights, a fucking dude with the chainsaw, and kills him. And then...
with the chainsaw, with chains and a chainsaw.
Yeah, he literally fucking rodeo dude, like just straight up fucking rodeos his ass, fucking whips him, breaks him up, and he's like, I'm gonna,
Drops him on that thing.
and he's like, oh, by the way, you're dead. Like,
Ward, I can't help but notice you're very quiet during this segment. So, what's your take on Mandy? Before I get deep into tearing Big Earn a new asshole about how wrong.
So you can tear me a big asshole all you want because
Fucking fell asleep, didn't you?
I fell asleep during this movie. I watched the beginning 5 minutes of it. Apparently 5 minutes. I thought it was 20 because that's how long it took to get through the first 5 minutes of the movie. Homie's just like, first it like goes to like the lumberjack and his wife one looks like she's like on something, like she's like either in distress or she's on acid, just like blankly staring at things, and I'm just like, what the heck's going on here? Then she grabs a book, she's in her room, and then it turns into like a forest, and then she finds like a dead looking like, looks like something out of Jurassic Park, and then conflict not this, and then it turns into like an old man yelling at an older woman, and they were talking, and then he just yells at her, and then I wake up to ADB saying, "Oh, he's got a sword dick." I wake up to that, thinking I'd see like a katana coming out of his like genital region. It's not. It literally just something happens and he gets blood gushing on him, and then like he goes around doing something, and then I go back to sleep, and I'm like, wake up to high-rise invasion.
It's pretty strong, I'm gonna say that. But yes, fuck you first off. I'm not paying attention to this movie. It's a
this
great
movie is like a movie I would watch if absolutely stoned, and I'd be like, oh, that's sick, dude.
First I would say that's a bad move. Like, you cannot watch this movie when you are any kind of
any state other than normal.
we
go crazy.
It depends
we
on
watched
what you
this movie
enjoy.
when we were sequestered, right? We
For the dumb folk, what does sequester mean?
in
Spell
let's
sequestered.
just say in a dark coffin like area. Yeah.
Dark coffee.
We have not seen sunlight for many a day.
Many moons.
There's no
many moons.
thoughts already going,
Yeah, but also
we're crazy in our
also
heads.
in that environment, Hereditary, and what's the other one? What's the other movie after that? Hereditary.
Midsummer?
Yeah,
Midsommar.
Midsommar.
Oh, buddy.
Those are when like those
I know
movies
what
are
you
like
did
the
last
best because we've embraced the
I
psych.
know what
the
you did
psycho-
last Midsommar.
We've embraced like the psychotic aspect of the coffin, and we're just like, how psychotic can we increase this to?
Not an ideal movie to watch underway, but
Regardless, you
also
didn't do
very
shit.
good to
To
watch
be fair,
underway.
all right. So to be fair, right?
To be fair.
So she asked us to do this 2 weeks ago.
You had plenty of time.
And
to
we
watch.
had, if you want to break down hours, whatever, we had 14 days to watch this movie, and we decided
Facts.
to do it 3 hours before we showed
3
up.
hours before you fucking came here. It
And-
should be fresh in your mind, and it's not.
All right,
that's
so-
where I'm about to.
So at least
part.
I take to the point that I did not watch the movie because I was sleeping. Although Big Earn's argument is that, oh, I watched the movie and he's going all over the place. He was on his phone for the first 5 minutes. I
Dude.
stayed over watching the movie, like I was watching the movie, looking over at Earn, and he's off to La La Land on TikTok
All
or
right, God
something.
bless you. That's the last God bless you're gonna get for the rest of the podcast.
The
I
only
only got
important
one.
part from that whole slow part is that he loves her because everything else is crap.
Yes,
See, I
thank
don't
you.
understand
That's-
movies with big old like things because I'm just like me, tiny brain. I'm like, what's happening here? And then I'm just
Well, it's
like
like
tired
the
of sleep.
first 5 minutes. Any
It-
movie
it-
is like that.
Exactly. It's going to have a little bit of a setup. It's going to show you, okay, well, Nicolas Cage obviously loves Mandy. He's very infatuated with her. He lives in a very remote location. It's pretty much all that he lives for because he is this fucking lumberjack that does nothing but cut wood all day, and then he comes home to this woman who, I will grant you, is fugly beyond
No, she
all comparison.
she looks like
She's got
someone
two
that you find on the
wompy
street.
eyes, and it looks like you could walk up to her and take 2 fingers and break her arm.
She looks like one of those like
It
things
looks-
you'd find on an island where like only animals have lived. She looks like an eye, and I'm like, what the
Yeah.
heck is that?
She looks like Nicolas Cage feeder sawdust in water, is what it looks like.
Okay.
But I'll take to the fact that I don't know anything about this movie because I was sleeping. But Ern also knows like he looked on web notes real quick just to figure out what this movie is.
But those web notes were very fucking wrong.
Obviously.
First, let me correct this one thing that's
Hold up, before
driving
we
me
do this, you can't judge my extent of the knowledge of the movie if you didn't even watch it.
I mean, I'll take that, but like at least I'm admitting that I don't know anything about the movie other than like
I'm-
I slept during the first 5 minutes and woke up to sword dicks. But you're trying to like explain like you were infatuated with the movie from the get-go, and you were on your
I
phone
didn't
for
even
most
say I was
of it.
infatuated. He said your general description of the movie.
So let's get one thing straight, right? This has been bothering me for like the entire time we've been talking. Not fucking aliens, right? There's no weird like extraterrestrial bullshit going on here, other than the fact that it was a wild gang of bikers who took a super extra dose of LSD. That you remember the guy with the tiger?
Yeah.
He's the one that was making this super fucking potent LSD. It bucked these bikers up. And that's when they became these demonic fucking creatures that
Sure. Even if
wearing
That's what I'm
spikes.
saying though. How is it a sword dick if they're not aliens?
They're not aliens.
Yeah.
It's a sword.
He
dick.
just
just-
has a sword dick.
Yeah, they're just a sword.
it's like an
dick.
attachment.
That's
It's like
what I'm saying. It's like a strap-on.
But you can't really
I
tell if it's
guess you could reference it as
a
a strap-on instead of something he normally had. It's something that, like, after he became an alien, I
just-
don't know, he was just walking
You
forward.
know-
It's
They're
not
just
an
locked
alien.
up in crazy gear. That's it.
So,
not alien.
so my understanding
He's
is
a fucking
that
alien, dude.
Big Earn didn't watch the movie. He's saying stuff that didn't actually exist.
No, he
These are-
did. He nailed pretty much all of the good action parts, aside from the fact that at the very end, the main priest who essentially had Mandy tied up and burned alive.
Spoiler alert. So many.
This
sink or
guy,
swim.
offers to suck Nicolas Cage's dick.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
hilarious. I will suck your dick,
Very
man.
funny.
Absolutely.
Flips on it, says he's God, and then immediately after Nicolas Cage squeezes his fucking,
fucking
head.
eyeballs out.
Much like you're doing with Crazy Aaron's thinking buddy that you have in your hands right now.
Not
What's in your
sponsored, but
pocket?
please sponsor.
But yeah, all right. So going to that scene, right? Actually,
shameless.
we're talking about that scene, right? So first off, why is this guy in like in a bat cave, right? So that's
It's not a bat cave.
It's
It's
like
like a church.
It's like somewhere in Seattle. Like nobody knows what
it's
everything
like
that
a
goes on.
little
in Seattle.
church
Sure.
in the middle of nowhere.
sure. Anyways, but this church has an attachment of a cave, is what it was. Fact. It wasn't just in the church
Don't go in the
building.
bat cave.
Because in the church building was where he was. The podium was right there. He walked up to it. He read some pages of the Bible that was right there, and then he went into this individual segment of the church that looked like a cave.
Right.
Fact.
Okay.
That's
And
where
then-
they live. That's where they live. That's their basis.
Anyways, and then you go in here, and the dude's just ranting at the wall. Like, who does that? Right? And then he's like,
Me.
all right, I'm going to squeeze your eyeballs out, essentially. And he's like, oh, I don't get on my knees for anyone. You get down on my knees. And he's like, oh, dude, hey, don't get me wrong. I'll suck your dick. Let me live.
I hate how you're explaining this movie right
Also,
Terrible.
also,
It might be
Paul-
terrible,
This
but it's
I,
accurate.
I thought
No.
this idea would go very
I mean,
well, but you
You gotta
have,
think they're both on that
now.
lucid
It's
shit.
terrible how you're explaining
have
this movie.
torn down this movie and made me very
he
sad.
said
Because it's not a very good movie.
I want to. I feel like I should put out a disclaimer. Everybody's listening to this. Please watch Mandy. It is a very good movie.
Yeah,
it
it's
is not
It's a
any.
movie you should watch.
It's a. The way Big Earn is described is very loose structure, right? If you put all the pieces together, it becomes a cinematic masterpiece. It's like watching. It's like watching several '80s metal hair bands cover, like album cover art, come to life in a movie. That's
I
the
don't
best way
think
to
that's
put it.
true at
No,
all.
absolutely.
You didn't watch the movie. You're saying
Yeah, but
this?
you also say it's a bad movie.
No,
You're
it's
you
not.
and
Out of all my opinions, mine probably, like, you shouldn't take my opinion at all.
You're in agreement with me by saying that I did not like the movie. I agree.
I think part of it
I'm
is
saying you
is
can't
you
form an
guys
opinion on
need
that.
Yes,
to
I
understand,
can.
right? Like you're looking at it as like, why isn't this movie in theaters? Well, there's a reason why it's not in theaters.
It's directed by Nick Cage.
You need to embrace the fact that Nicolas Cage is indeed crazy, and that's what makes this movie amazing.
So
Also,
when
we
did this
should-
movie come
I
out?
feel like the movie's all shot.
Like 3 years ago.
Also,
no
we should.
shot, dude.
Yes.
Also,
3 years.
all right. So now I know have that information. For all of that,
What does that matter?
the visual effects of that movie are not good.
Low budget
It's
and
made-
bullshit. I call bullshit
They're
on that.
not.
But it's
It is
made to
amazing.
look
So-
that way. It's not made to look like, oh, it's
If you went into anybody's basement in the 80s who had a black light and fucking velvet posters on the wall, it's essentially like watching this movie.
Yeah, but we aren't born in
I
the
love
80s.
So yeah. So
Oh,
I
but you know what I'm talking about.
All right,
I
so-
know you know what you're talking about.
So, I guess from your guys' aspect, someone who you guys know my take on movies. I can
Your
give a
take
fuck
on
less
movies
about movies.
suck.
I absolutely.
I know.
There's like
it angers me to the deepest point of my fucking
so
soul.
when you guys gave me an assignment, hey, watch a movie. I was like, okay, I'll do my best. And this is what you get. I'm not sure what you're expecting from this, but that is the opinion I formulated of the movie. I would watch it again, but
First of all, you barely watched it this time.
Facts.
I thought this was a good jumping off point. Because from here on out, if we're going to do more podcasts, which I've Guarantee we will. It's only going to get more crazy from here. Granted, we'll probably talk about some crazy movies, but there are some ones that me and ADB have both seen that are
What
very,
was that
very
one
up.
that
Ones that
Pepperboy
pale in
talk
comparison.
about?
Pepperboy. You're talking about
Pepperboy.
Hereditary. You're talking about
No,
Hereditary.
it was a
Midsommar.
different one. The Loft or something like that.
Ooh, The Loft.
You know what Pepperboy is? Pepperboy.
The Resident Bald Man.
Resident Bald Man. Resident Scream at You.
Oh.
Was
Pepperboy.
it The Loft or what was that one movie you guys were he was trying to talk about?
No.
Also-
I don't think I ever fucking finished that movie.
Also,
It was
you-
The Lodge.
The Lodge.
I did not
Yeah,
finish that
yeah.
movie.
Also, Big
I
Aaron
forgot
said
about
something
that
about
movie. I
like
did too.
someone
You told me
talking
to
about
watch that
screaming at a wall.
Because
We know
the
Resident Wall
beginning
Screamer.
is very fucked, and I don't remember finishing that movie. I remember watching The Sacred Killing of a Deer.
Oh,
Which-
that's another
Right?
one he was talking
Bucks you up big time. We watched it, did we not?
It is on
And it was
Netflix.
very
So-
I just want to say, watch
yes.
about. I think we can watch
it.
that one in lieu of the next one.
No, I feel like if you watch this one, you're just gonna fuck it up even more than you fucked up Mandy, which is a pretty
Absolutely.
easy story to follow.
Absolutely.
Bro, I broke it down to the easiest point possible. Dude, we'll
You
miss
did
Lumberjack.
not.
You barely even paid attention to the movie.
You web
did
notes it.
see good parts
You're
of the
the-
movie, and you tried to explain it, but you butched it.
You're the guy in web notes
that's
who
all you need to
explain
know.
things.
You botched it.
Well, I got out of the movie. All right, LSD people, sure. Kidnap, burn, wife. Dude comes back,
Be quiet.
kills people.
Just be quiet. You
That's
just
fact.
stop. No.
That's how it worked.
You're done. You're done.
Cut off. We also know a Resident Wall Screamer. So that was brought up earlier.
What?
We know a Resident Wall Screamer.
Wall Streamer?
He's trying
Yeah,
to
we're
talk
talking about Big Dummy.
Dummy.
We're talking about Big Dummy.
You lost me. Big
Big,
Dummy?
Big Dummy? Big Dummy?
Who the fuck is Big Dummy?
Big
I
Dummy.
would tell my chief, but no.
Mr. 1MC himself.
Mr. 1MC, baby. Yes,
Mr.
sir.
1MC.
He's Mr. Fuses. Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wall Screamer?
Kidding.
We all reference to him
Sergeant Sabotage.
as- we all know him as the fuck up.
Our glorious leader.
Can we?
You want to take another break?
Are you taking a break?
We can take it now.
No, dude, we just got done with Mandy. We gotta go in at least another topic.
I do take it. Well, we can come back.
No,
I feel like moving.
I feel like we should come back to Mandy because
I do.
All right,
agree.
we'll skip that and then we'll do an overview of Mandy later.
Okay.
Why do we have to skip that? We can talk about how
I
you
just want-
butched it, but
I'll
at
be
least
honest.
I
I'll be honest with you. I do need to take a piss, and yeah, I'm scared to leave you guys alone with the mic. Especially you, Big
I'm
Red.
dumb.
Fucking up Mandy like this.
I'm too dumb to do stuff like that.
We're gonna be back in just a couple seconds. And we're back. Before we get back into the Mandy discussion, I would like to do an experimental take on podcasts, and instead of having a sponsor, I would like to do an anti-sponsor. I'm not going to name any names, but it's a product that I absolutely fucking hate, and not going into too much detail. I'm going to call it Knees Chips, and they can suck my ass. They're far worse than the actual brand that they're comparing with Cheez-Its, which I think are delicious. But just want to give a little shout out. Knees Chips, you can go fuck yourself. Mandy needs a little more justice.
absolutely.
I feel like it was kind of torn apart a little bit in the last segment. Big Earn gave a very rough, if you can call it rough,
That's giving it lightly.
detail of how this movie went. This movie needs a little more justice. I'm going to turn it over to ADB. He's
you will
gonna-
not get any justice
Alright.
from me.
So this movie, crazy Nicolas Cage, absolute greatness. Beginning of the movie, lumberjack, living out middle of nowhere, doing lumberjack stuff. Have a wife, you can say butch looking. That the first 5 minutes of the movie, you understand that he loved this woman, do anything for this woman, and out of nowhere, this weird religious group sees his wife on the streets, just walking or whatever, and the leader was interested in her, pretty much. And the leader hired these weird demonic looking bikers to pretty much kidnap them. Really, her to do some things to her.
Bring her back to the cult. I also thought it was very weird that they did use an ocarina, stone ocarina that did call these LSD tripping bikers. That's actually a part that I really did like.
And the weird thing with the bikers, like how they like, I guess, paid the bikers to do it. It was like with this LSD jar of goo and like a sacrifice. But I'll get back to it when we get to the kidnapping. All right, so Nicolas Cage and his wife sleeping, and out of nowhere, the lights start flickering, start seeing some crazy stuff. And the bikers come and like kidnap them. But one of the people that was in the religious group, and I guess they're the sacrifice because he gets straight up snatched up by the biker guys, and he just disappears.
Dunzo.
Just done. And once they wake up, Nicolas Cage is like tied up to like a
Post.
it's like a
swing
place
set.
Yeah, swing set.
Like a swing set.
And his girl is inside with the whole group, and they sting her with some bee, and she starts seeing weird stuff. Pretty much looked like she was on LSD.
Like an LSD bee. Like
Yeah.
you take a bee and you put it on LSD
Call
and
it-
dip that bee in a jar of LSD.
Call it
They
LSB.
dropped LSD in her eye or her mouth, and
In
then
her
they
eye.
stung her.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
any imaginable way you can dope somebody
Incorporate
with
with
LSD.
LSD.
They did it all.
Also, do you guys remember how they grabbed the bee?
It's an LSB.
Like with that
Tongs.
tongs.
They just had this thing of tongs there, so sting them.
I'm pretty sure that's how they.
That's how
She
they
wasn't the
handle
first victim. That's all I
No,
can say.
they-
She was
they-
the first one.
It was
Definitely
definitely
practiced
It was
this.
definitely
Yeah.
practiced.
But yeah, once she get fucking LSD doped up or whatever, take her to the room to meet the leader. And the leader is like spinning that game, pretty much trying to fuck this chick. Out of nowhere, dicks pop out. And
Tiny wiener.
tiny wiener. Tiny wiener.
Tiny wiener.
So follow up. Tiny wiener
Even
means
tripping balls, she wasn't falling for that.
Yeah,
Tiny-
that's the sad part. She's tripping balls and still not falling for it.
She was not having that tiny wiener.
She straight up laughed at the man and disrespectful. It was disrespectful. I'm sorry for all the little wiener people out there, but that was
body
disrespectful.
shaming.
Come on,
sorry,
Like,
like, that's
come
what your
on.
first time's gonna be like.
I take offense to
He
that,
was,
actually.
he was very confident too when he ripped that rope off me. He's like, I'm about to get some.
Pause. Can I get some of that Crazy Aaron Solo Putty?
Which one? The chameleon, the green.
Absolutely, I love the chameleon.
Absolutely. This is Crazy Aaron's thinking putty chameleon.
please sponsor me. But yeah,
What's in your pocket?
back to the story. She was not falling for it. Started laughing at the dude, and he went crazy, straight up crazy, to the point where he's putting this bitch in the bag and setting her on fire
Burlap
in
bag.
front of Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
When you say
Wait,
that, I
before,
think of.
I think we're missing also a key element of this, where he's like, oh, he went out to Nicolas Cage, who's tied up to the swing set with barbed wire, right? With
Okay,
barbed
yeah,
wire.
barbed wire, yeah,
and
yep,
he's
yep.
like, oh, you think you know what real love is? I'm gonna pull up my servant, and then I'm gonna fucking Russian roulette her ass. And she got down
Yeah.
on her knees and was like, I don't really like this dude. You can tell from her face. She's like, I absolutely don't want to do this.
She's purely in love. In love. I'm doing air quotations. In love.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
heard them
sure.
very nice.
In love, whatever. I'm not sticking a gun to my head for this. But anyways, yeah, forces her to get down on her knees and put a fucking gun to her head.
Right.
Insane.
And that's love.
That's
Remember that, kids.
big, big
What
cult
is
love.
love?
Big love.
when you
Russian roulette.
when you say put her in a burlap sack, all I can think about is like, wait, I forget which Friday the 13th movie where he like comes out and he's like, this guy in a sleeping bag. He's just like, wait, that's the revamped
Yeah,
version.
that's Jason X. That's Jason X.
Is it Jason X?
Jason in space, and
I
they.
think the Freddy and Jason movies are the first movies where I saw tits.
All right, you're
I do like the tit part.
Tits?
So
Yes. Big fan of tits and tits being displayed.
No, I
in
definitely think
movies.
it's the revamp Friday the 13th.
No. Jason X is the one you're talking about, where the girl. Oh no, but it's not a burlap sack. It's a sleeping bag.
Yeah, I agree.
And
he
it's two
grabs
girls
it?
talking about having premarital sex. That's the movie you're referring to.
Premarital sex is bad.
But anyway,
Not having sex.
You're
is
in the
not
wrong
way.
group right here.
And the black sheep of that group.
but we digress.
All right.
Burlap sack, Nicolas Cage in Barbed Wire, both of them hanging from this swing set. Continue.
and pretty much they set her on fire in front of Nicolas Cage. You know, he's like crying, screaming, whatever. And after she's like burnt to ash, they leave Nicolas Cage alive there. Big mistake. Very big mistake. Obviously, once you hear the ending of this, ending of this movie.
Do you guys remember like the cutscenes while she's burning? It just points to like the most redneck guys, and it's like the dudes like missing all their teeth, and they're like doing this like gun motion, like. Like you didn't shoot her, you set her on fire.
It's like you're having a
what?
grand old time. But
It was
that's
mostly
not how
just
she
the
died.
disrespect.
Yeah.
Fire. Fire.
Fucking inbreds.
Who gave them fake guns, dude?
All right, after she's set on fire, turned to ash, they leave Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage, obviously, he gets out and he goes home. What any man would do, go home, grab some liquor, cry in the bathroom with no pants on,
Tidy.
looking mad thick on a Saturday evening.
Double
Tidy
cheeked up on a
whities,
Saturday.
baseball tee,
No, it was
bottle of.
it was the Eye of the Tiger shirt.
It was
It was a baseball tee, Eye of the Tiger. He was wearing sporting tidy whities
Yep.
and crushing a bottle of like Vladimir
Vodka.
vodka.
Yeah.
And like it didn't like take a sip. Like he wasn't like
Yeah, he downed that.
He
And were
killed-
his hands also nailed through at that point? Like he
No.
already
Yeah,
had
he was like
injuries?
pouring like
Yeah.
the alcohol, vodka on his
Just
hands and his wounds. And,
Unleashing
Yeah.
his pure rage.
Sounds like
pure
sounds like
Nicholas
something we know.
rage.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage, you know, same person. At this point, you know what I mean?
The rage cage.
The cage of rage.
I got 3 minutes with you.
Oh yes, nice.
Alright, so once Nicolas Cage kind of get his mind right, he go visit this random dude in a trailer talking about he need his thing back. You don't know what the thing is. He just need it back. And the thing, you find out a little couple minute later or whatever, you find out it's a crossbow. Obviously, Nicolas Cage has some crazy past where he had to stash this
Crossbows.
at this random guy house in a trailer.
Random dude's house.
Who did he kill with the crossbow?
We don't know
That's
that.
the
It
real
doesn't go
question.
into
That's the real
that. We just know that he
Exactly.
met this guy years ago and was like, "Yo, hold this for me, please."
Exactly.
Hold on to this.
They don't explain anything about his past, but obviously he has some fucked up shit happen to him in the past where he had to stash a crossbow. So you get this crossbow, and right after that, he like makes an axe, like this straight up
Pure-
crazy looking axe. Badass, yes, definitely badass. But it's like, come on, you got. Why did you just go get a crossbow, but then you want to make this axe? I get it. It's a cool ass
Gotta
axe.
double up.
So also, if you guys paid attention
pure
to
metal
it,
axe.
the actual axe side of it was blunt. It wasn't sharp.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
he made it blunt on purpose so he can do some bludgeoning damage.
Which, not even that. It's like later on, it plays a huge part because
Yeah.
he fucking yeets this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite
Oh,
scene
I
in
did
that whole
miss that.
movie is the 2 chainsaws.
Yeah, fact.
Well,
That
we're
is
getting
the best.
we're getting there.
You're ahead of us.
We don't
You're
get
ahead
to
of
the
us.
chainsaw.
We're laying it out brick by
So,
brick.
anyways, so in the making of this axe, the only thing he makes sharp on it is the very bottom of it, and he makes it into like a knife.
Yeah. So the bottom of the axe is like a knife, spear, whatever. It's like a knife. I'm not gonna say it's a spear. I want to say it's more of a knife shape.
A
But
piercing object.
Piercing knife object at the end of this axe. So it's an axe with like a little knife thing at the end of it. Awesome. So he goes once he get all his equipment ready to go find these biker dudes. That's who, because he doesn't even, he goes straight for the bikers dudes first because that's like who they, you know, came and ruined his life, all the good stuff. And when he went to go find these biker dudes, he's driving down the street or whatever, and one of the biker dudes is like middle of the road. He's like just charging full speed, ready to run this dude over. Hit the dude, car flips.
No, he shot him
Legendary.
first.
He did.
Shot him off the bike with the
He
crossbow.
shot him with one of those fucking steel bolts.
Yeah, he shot him with the steel bolt off
I
the
forgot
thing.
about that.
Yeah, he shot him with the steel bolt, and while this LSD fucking filled biker gets up,
Yeah.
just absolutely kills him with this car.
Yeah. But the car did get some. That car flipped.
It did
Yeah.
flip. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, the biker was his gear was covered in like rebarb spikes.
Yeah.
So you run that dude over, he's gonna stick in the ground, and your car was probably gonna flip.
I feel like
It's pretty accurate physics. I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna chalk it up to very accurate.
Oh, we can always take a poll. Like, would you run over a dude full of rebarb?
Do
Probably
you think
not.
the
Probably not.
truck will flip over because he was driving a Jeep? I want to say it was like
No,
an
it was
old
like
school
it was like an old school Chrysler.
Are you sure?
No,
I thought
it's
it was
like
like a Toyota.
No.
It was like
a
an old
Like
school
a square
Chrysler.
body.
No,
Square body.
It was like an old
But I
school.
wanna say it was
Chrysler.
an
Maybe it was a
old school Cherokee.
Bronco.
Or Bronco.
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 It was
Or it might have been an S10 because they look kind of like the Broncos, but his was more
No
flat.
shot. S10's
Calm
all like a
down there.
Bronco.
No,
This
have you seen the old
fucking-
That's
S10s
gonna
that
be a
are like
look-up.
SUVs? Not like the pickup
That's a
truck.
look up.
Fact
I
check.
think
That's
I
a
want
look
to say
up.
it was a
That's a-
Bronco or
Fact
like
check.
an old
It
might
school
be a
Cherokee.
Blazer.
For you,
Max.
for you in the audience, that's a look up. Figure it out.
Comments on the video.
All right, so he's in this accident now, freaking knocked out. Freaking bikers pretty much drag him to their little home base apartment. Weird, they're living in like some apartment or house or whatever. Well, actually, I take that back because
Right.
it wasn't
Right.
their home. It was, I want to say it was somebody else's home, but I'll get to that. So they stashed him down in like the basement, well, he had like cuffs on to this pipe, loose ass pipe, and I just want to note that it was loose as fuck.
It was very loose. Very loose.
One of the bikers was like about to start torturing him or whatever, but because the pipe was loose, he busted the shit out of this fucking biker, and I want to say it was a female biker.
It's like a gimp. I like to refer to that one as the gimp because he was just covered in leather. Like didn't have a whole lot going for him. And,
Yeah.
He's the guy that's like, you're the hostage.
It was
You know what I
crazy. He
mean?
was the most regular looking one.
I guess I have to hold you here.
I'll hold you.
Yeah. Also, so in the middle of this, right? So if you guys remember, in the whole scene, like it couldn't be an apartment because where they're holding that in this bathroom, right?
Yeah,
They're
that's-
holding that in this bathroom.
Well, it was-
He beats him with a pipe and then throws him down this abyss. Fact. There's this giant abyss that he just launches him.
So
I
again,
was-
The structure of the house was
It was definitely
not
a
an
house. It
apartment.
wasn't an apartment.
it was a house. I think. I have no idea where the fuck
Yeah.
they lived.
It was
To be honest,
weird.
like
That's why I was like, he was stashed in like the
like a
basement
silo
area
or
because it was
something.
dark and weird looking.
I would assume it's somewhere in Alaska because nobody knows what
It
the
looked
fuck
like-
goes on in Alaska.
It looked like the apartment for used in like Saw, like Saw the scene where like they're
It was
cutting off their own
definitely-
legs.
Yeah,
Here's
with
my
the-
living
the
room.
furnace on-
Here's my bedroom. Here's my giant fucking silo.
Yeah.
I drop human beings.
It
Yeah.
was definitely a Saul house looking
Yeah, it was like
place.
2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. The first bath was used for the making of Saw. The half bath was used to dump this LSD biker in.
And the
They
other room was
definitely transformed that fucking place. But anyway, continue.
Once Nicolas Cage escaped this basement, whatever he was at, he goes and goes looking through the house or whatever. And he finds these bodies in this room, and I just want to note one of these bodies is an older man, asshole, blood all over it, bloody asshole,
Bloody ass.
blood all over the asshole, bloody.
Bloody ass.
Lot of ass blood in this scene.
Yeah, bloody assholes.
But it's quick too, so you got to pay attention.
Pay attention.
You
to that.
might have to rewind and pause for a second just to fully take in the amount of ass blood.
Take in all that ass blood
It's an inhumane amount of bleed from
and
someone's ass.
reflect on that ass blood. All right. So he sees that, he's like in the kitchen now, walking around into the living room, and first thing you see is like the TV's on. Guess what's on the TV? Straight up porn.
Nice.
Dudes clapping mad cheeks on this TV, and all you see, like a little bit after you see the TV, you see another demonic biker doing coke, and he have a fucking sword cock. I don't know if it's strap on. I'm saying it was his dick. He have a sword.
He
dick.
was sheathing and unsheathing his sword cock.
I fully believe that it is a pure, unadulterated sword cock.
Absolutely.
No strap-ons here. Pure biker sword dick.
Absolute
Fact.
I refuse to think anything else because if it was a strap on, I think.
Might I also note, I have studied the scene multiple times, and I will say that the porn on the TV loops. So if you're looking for more from that porn scene on the TV, you're not going to get much more from like the first 5 seconds of seeing it. It just loops.
Oh, no, I'm not watching that movie.
If you were just in it for the porn, this movie's not for you.
It's not for you. You will get to see some tits, but
Not even good mommy
Not even
milkers.
good.
So are we talking about like?
It's like side.
So like,
it's not even,
wait,
full-
what's that
you haven't
movie
seen
you had us watch? Mother?
Yes.
Is it like that like type of
Oh my
tits?
No, those are striped tits, and I do not go for striped tits. I do not have.
But
striped
it's
tits.
J-Law, so.
Yeah, but you can look that up on the internet. I would not recommend. I would not recommend watching Mother just to see a J-Law's striped tits.
I think the best tits that I've seen, but everybody has their own type of tits, so whatever. But 4 Rooms by Quentin Tarantino, the chick with the short black bob.
Those are witch tits.
Yeah, but they're like perfect and supple, and they're not fucking.
it. Which tits are tits?
But
are-
then
Well,
you
there
have-
you go.
They
Four
were like the
Rooms
only
by
natural
Quentin
tits in the movie that
Tarantino.
were perky.
Very perky, supple witch tits.
But then you have Sex, Love, and Other Drugs, and that's what's her name? What's her name?
I feel like Bort just goes home and looks up movies for side tits. And then that's what
He's
he wants.
secretly Mr. Skin. He looks up.
Yeah,
all
but
the-
it's what's her
this
name?
movie, she shows her tits right here.
There's nothing wrong with that because
No, absolutely not.
No, you're
He's
having-
doing
no,
that's
God's
the way to
work.
live out here, right?
He's doing God's work.
Yeah, he's helping me out. Just,
Alright.
just
Hold
come
on, I'm looking up the movie.
All right, while he's looking up the movie, back to the living room action. All right, so Nicolas Cage is right behind this demonic biker dude, ready to smash his head in with, I guess, I don't
Anne
remember what-
Hathaway. It was Anne Hathaway's tits.
Zach does not like her.
It's hard to watch that movie because, fun fact, my cousin looks strikingly like Anne Hathaway.
What's
and
her
I
name?
do not want to see her.
Yeah. Excuse me?
Where does she live?
Say that again.
The closest Walmart near me.
Let's just say a state close to Texas, but that's. as
Oh
far
my
as-
god. The amount of people that are from Texas disgusts me
He
because
said
Texas.
close to Texas.
Yes, but being close to
I didn't say
Texas,
Texas.
you
I
get
said
that.
close to Texas.
If you
Yeah,
want
but-
to get technical, he's not from Texas.
I mean, he likes to claim that he is from
Also,
Texas.
Shu is not from anywhere. He's his own man.
That is true. I'm an omniscient being. I am everywhere at all times.
He has
I
a
am
spawn
wa-
point that he doesn't know
If you're
about.
listening to me right now, I'm actually right behind you, watching you listen to this podcast.
But every time you turn around, I'm back here.
I'm in front of you.
in all
You will
directions.
not catch me, but I will catch you.
You're never gonna get this.
Very accurate.
You know, it's crazy. Like they're listening to this right now and like turning around, like, oh shit.
If you turn around right now to see if I was in your living room, you need to punch yourself directly in the balls/ovaries.
So that'd be their second time looking right then.
we
So they're gonna check a third time, and then they're still not gonna be there, but your door's gonna be open.
this podcast is not liable for any suit for infertility due to punching yourself in the reproductive organs.
So Sword Dick's sitting in there just watching porn but not doing anything.
Yes, thank
Right.
you.
Doing cocaine.
He's doing cocaine.
He's doing
Cocaine.
mad amounts of cocaine.
He's
He's
doing
living
cocaine.
the life.
He has a mountain of cocaine.
So
and a jar of LSD.
Him and Nicolas Cage end up fighting. I wouldn't really call it a fight. Dudes get up and he like trips and he falls on his dick and his dick is stuck into the floor. And what did Nicolas Cage? He like cut his throat or something?
Yeah, he slits his throat and a large gush of blood. I'm pretty sure it goes directly in Nicolas Cage's face.
No.
Yeah.
There's one issue that I do have with it. So maybe he just... I'm sure he doesn't give a fuck at this point. Like, his love of his life's dead. But he's got a lot of, like, LSD biker blood pouring into his mouth and his eyes. And
But that's just fueling, because that's LSD blood.
But he doesn't start tripping yet.
Exactly.
It doesn't catch up with him yet.
No,
he doesn't
that's
start
not it.
tripping off the blood.
No.
Afterwards, like right after he kills this dude, he does a nice amount of coke.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't even trip.
Doesn't even throw
No,
up or anything.
he just
Enough
takes
to
it.
euthanize a grown donkey.
To quote,
You would know that.
To quote somebody, he takes it like a champ.
Absolutely.
It's a good way to put it.
Who said that? Poppy?
That's why I said to quote somebody.
Why?
So
Because you didn't want to use.
I don't have a name for you. Many people have said it, but he did take it like.
It was
a
probably
champ.
Anne Hathaway.
By the way, if you look like Anne Hathaway, let us know.
Calm down.
Single Anne Hathaways near me.
Calm the fuck down.
If you're seeing 145, just let us know.
Please let me know.
And you're willing to show me some side tit, just...
No, it's full blown tit in
No,
this
he
movie.
doesn't want full tit. He just wants side tit.
No, it's full blown tit. Maybe.
it's all
And
about
he
the
wants her to
teens.
be schizophrenic. No, what's the
Oh
No,
my
that's
God.
schizo, dude.
what's the
Klepto?
There's a disease, not disease. It's like she's got some psychosocial
Bipolar?
No, it's not skits. I don't know. We're getting way fucking off topic. Nothing to do with Anne Hathaway. Go watch Love and Other Drugs. You know what we're talking about.
Sex, love, and other drugs. Anne Hathaway's
Sure.
tits.
That
That's
sounds
the
like
one-
a dumb movie name.
It's a
It's a
good
stupid movie,
It's a
but
good-
Anne Hathaway's
It's
tits
a
are
good movie. Okay.
It sounds like something like The Notebook.
No.
Oh, The Notebook's hilarious. I love making fun of that movie because I watched it.
Anyway,
only
sword
once.
cock.
Heartless beings. But yes, swordcock.
So, yeah, cocaine.
Dude, that
Do you
peaked on the
know
levels
why?
of
Cocaine.
peaked.
I had to
That's
skip that and go
tough.
straight
It
to
peaked,
cocaine.
it peaked.
Let's not talk about that.
So he
Alright.
rips a fat mountain of coke,
It's like,
covered in biker blood, and he's in the kitchen now.
Yes, he's in the
making
kitchen.
a sandwich.
He sees his axe like mounted above like the cabinets or whatever. What
He
what
does.
you
He
gotta
does. He
say?
goes.
Yeah, he sees it.
You're
It's
mouthing
right
like
there.
that's not how I fucking.
It's not mounted.
It is.
What?
It is.
What?
There's no. You can't fit it into that
What are
fucking
you talking
cabinet.
about?
It is
It's not
sitting
mounted.
there.
It's
It's
above-
sitting right
Like a
in-
trophy.
In,
above the
most,
cabinets.
in most houses, right? It's not, but it's not mounted above it. Well, the way you guys
What
describe
do
it
you
is saying
call
it's
it?
waiting for him to grab it.
Yeah,
Well,
like
yeah,
it's like
It is. He literally reaches up 2 hands
Exactly.
and goes, "Oh
Grabs
yes."
it
But it's not like it's not mounted onto something. It's like you know how like your cabinet space has like this like fucking
it
12
was
inches
sitting on
above
top
it.
of the cabinet,
Yeah.
looking
The
like it
cabinets
was
were
mounted.
open. It was lodged in between the cabinets.
Yes, fact, not mounted.
Okay, it wasn't mounted, but it was sitting on top of the cabinets.
It was in full plain view, like waiting for like a
Waiting
goddamn
for
tra-
him to-
like you're playing fucking Legends of Zelda. You open a chest and you get
like
fucking
your cabins
That's
are
where it's-
mounted.
No,
Oh my
no.
No,
Oh
it was
my God.
like the guitar. Whatever.
off
Alright.
topic.
Yeah, all right. He gets
The
the
sword,
fucking
the axe, yes,
axe.
the axe,
Ooh, this
and he's like, all right, where's my bow now?
and he's,
Or his crossbow. He's like looking around in the cabinets, looking actually, and he finds the crossbow in the fridge. I don't know why he looked in the fridge and just like,
There
yeah,
you
it
go.
might be in there, but it was in there.
Disclaimer:
Good guess.
Aaron does not agree with this message.
Good
you're
guess.
Fucking
I bet
lying.
the hillbillies in this movie would think this is taffy and eat it. Same consistency.
You keep quiet.
We have yet
I'll
to
ask
give you
her
that.
if you know
All right, he finds the crossbow,
Don't
and
be
he's like
back.
looking in the kitchen, and he sees this jar of weird, gooey stuff, and for some reason, he had this wise thought in his head. Let me open this up and taste it.
what color was this stuff?
if I had to
It was
describe
like
it,
gray and purple.
cum,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I was absolutely
like
gonna
a
say.
giant jar of
If-
bukkake.
Yeah,
No
absolutely.
shot.
Giant jar.
If your
of
cum looks like that, go see
dirty. I would say dirty, like
no.
bukkake that was sitting there for days,
It was
mixed with
white.
a little bit of dirt.
It was
a little,
It had
little
a
bit
grayish tint
tinge,
to it, like
It,
paint water.
it
Little
was
bit
like
tinge.
it was like gray and purple mixed together.
Yeah.
but he dipped his finger in it, and it came out looking like Elmer's glue.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's due to the production.
then he, no hesitation, right
Yeah.
on the top.
What? It was like a little second hesitation, but he's like him putting that in his mouth, and it's like it's random, and you put it in your mouth. That's just crazy, and his mind exploded.
It's like Super Mario when you get a fucking mushroom.
No, because your face doesn't fucking melt off your face in Super Mario.
Well,
Does
his
it?
face doesn't.
It does.
It
You
didn't
look-
melt. How?
In Super Mario, it's
How
just
did
instantaneous. We don't actually see the whole idea, like what Mario goes
Get
through when he
the fuck
eats
outta
these
here,
mushrooms. He probably lives an eternity.
So it looked like
Mario probably
It
just
didn't
like
melt his face. It's all that
no. I'm
happened
talking
in
about
his head.
I'm not talking about the
Oh,
vision.
yeah.
The vision he had. Like as soon as he like fucking demonic LSD. As soon as he put that shit on his tongue, it like he had like this
Yeah,
fucking
his mind exploded.
yeah, and it had like
Boosh.
it was like his fucking face literally burned down to a skull, and it was like back to
can't-
reality. Now I'm coked and LSD'd up, ready to
But
fight.
You can't tell that's his face. It's just a face that's being melted.
One could assume
He
that it's the dude who just took a dab of LSD.
I'm just saying, amount of coke, a little dab of that super LSD, he ascended to the next level,
Absolutely.
and that's where we're at. This
yeah, he's essentially God.
Send a
He has
plane.
taken down essentially the entire gang of bikers.
Yep.
At this point, there's only one left, and continue.
Fairly easy how he like took down these bikers.
He did.
He has multiple
But
bikers.
so you expect, right? Like he's taking him out everybody. Like, last person, easy shot, right? He's got his weapons back. He's high as fuck. He's ready to go.
Yeah. High as fuck, covered with blood. Goes outside, see the last biker dude standing in front of this burning car, looking crazy. Shoots his crossbow at this dude. Goes through his neck. Blood is gushing out while the demonic bikers like pulling the arrow out of his neck like it's nothing. Like it's a little itch in my throat, and I just need to get it out.
No fucks given.
Exactly.
So he fought that biker before the.
That was the last biker
The
he
last
fought.
biker.
No
Yeah.
fucks given. He pulled that bolt right out of his throat.
And like any crazy man, well, this crossbow isn't gonna work. Let me use this fat ass axe that I fucking made and destroy this guy. So he goes down and a good, nice little fight. Him, Nicolas Cage with an axe,
Pretty decent.
and demonic biker dude with like a little. It was like a knife. I'm all I'm gonna say a knife. Keep
knife.
that cum looking thing away from my face.
That's Crazy Aaron's liquid glass that
Don't
was hanging
smell
in
it.
front of your face. Please sponsor me.
But it was a nice little fight.
What's
At the
in your
end,
pocket?
he freaking
He lops the fucking head off.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
dude that I remember this. This is one part that I didn't hear at first, but I watched again with subtitles. Old boy, last fucking biker was like talking mad shit right before he dies. Like, she's burning, she's burning, she's burning, she's burning.
And Nicolas
He said,
Cage.
absolutely not.
So not even after that, right? So after that, lops the dude's head off.
Wait.
Oh, you get into that part?
Yeah, because he's like talking about she's burning, and Nicolas Cage lost his shit and took this dude's head off. Then right after that, what he do?
So
Ooh, you
big
wait.
facts.
Do
Big
you
facts.
know? Do you know?
Yes.
Do you know? Say
We
it.
talked about
So
it.
he's going right, and he's like picks up the cigarette, and he's like, you know what I'm gonna do?
Yes.
I'm gonna light the cigarette off the skull
Yes,
of this
sir.
goddamn demon I just killed.
Absolutely.
Random cigarette. Just
Absolutely.
random cigarette that he saw on the ground. Picks it up
Absolutely.
and light it with the fucking demon biker
Gleaming
head that's
head.
on
Which is the
fire.
equivalent to drinking the blood out of the skull of your enemy.
This is
Fact.
if you haven't gathered at this point in the movie that Nicolas Cage
Is.
is fucking not fucking around.
He's also the
You
scariest
are
thing.
in the wrong film. You should probably stop watching. But he is fucking done.
There's
He's
only-
had enough.
There's only like
if it wasn't the mountain of coke, the fucking blood pouring into his fucking open face, or the weird jar of LSD that he took, him lighting a cigarette off this flaming LSD biker head does not seal the deal, then you're in the wrong fucking place.
There's only
Go
like
watch
2
this
people that are in contention with Nicolas Cage when he's fucking blitzed off of cocaine and LSD. That's God and Chuck Norris.
I don't even know if Chuck Norris gets that level. I'm honestly comparing Nicolas Cage where he's at now to Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris was just a meme.
Roadhouse.
That's tough.
That's a
Roadhouse.
controversial statement. I
So-
don't know if we can.
During the
Can
day,
we air that
it was
on this
inter-
podcast? It seems.
During
that
the day,
seems
it was like
That's-
interesting, but now it's like no.
Yeah, but that's borderline politics.
I need to contact my lawyer. Make sure we're cleared for that kind of.
Did you say
Too bad we didn't sign a prenup.
All right. So also,
All my money.
yeah, we continue.
So after he fucking kills this biker dude, he had this idea. All right, I need to go find this drug dealer that been fucking selling this drugs to the fucking biker dudes. So he goes find this drug dealer. For some reason, this drug dealer have a full-grown tiger. Full-grown tiger, dope as fuck.
Yeah, like
Whatever.
Mike Tyson tiger. No, like not like
Yeah,
a normal
yeah.
tiger. Like Mike Tyson, like gave them said, "Hey, put my tiger on television."
Absolutely.
In a cage. I'm not sure how he operates either.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he does it not efficiently at least.
So he's talking to this drug dealer, and for some reason that I don't remember how, but the tiger cage opens and the tiger just walks away,
Gone.
just gone.
You know what's weird? Just to interject real quick, just a little tidbit. I don't know if this was a boat dream or something else, but I could have sworn that during this part of the movie, the drug dealer was having this inner monologue, right? Because Nicolas Cage doesn't say anything to the drug dealer. Drug dealer talks the entire time. But I had this idea in my head that the drug dealer was talking to Nicolas Cage and he was the only one saying something. He was like, "No, you're right." And the drug dealer went into the tiger's cage and fucking died by the tiger's claws. He fucking killed himself because of something.
That was a dream.
It's definitely a dream.
Yeah, that is.
But might have been really cool. I don't know.
Would have been nice.
That was
Might
the
have been a
director's
nice
cut.
cut. That is. That's my director's cut.
But the weird thing with this
Sponsor me.
this drug
Nicolas Cage
dealer
owes me money.
is a demon took over his body and his eyes goes black, and he's I guess Nicolas Cage is asking where the fucking religious group is, and drug dealer go straight demon mode. Uses his all-seeing eye and finds and tell Nicolas Cage where the fuck this fucking religious group is.
His whispering eye.
Yeah. But it was just random and weird how this drug dealer, you think he's a regular drug dealer, beside that he has a tiger.
All-seeing drug dealer.
All-seeing drug dealer.
They don't
Demonic
even
powers.
reference-
Sounds like a regular drug dealer to me. Have a tiger.
I've said beside having a tiger.
No, but
But he got this
He's in the irregular
demonic
thing.
power.
He's in the irregular thing. It was
First of all, no, all drug dealers don't have tigers. I'm just
No,
leaving it at that.
that's a
That's
big
not a regular
fact.
thing drug dealers just do.
That's
Buy
a
a
yeah,
tiger.
but
big
all
fact.
all drug dealers don't have cooked
in
up
college.
balloons.
Just to describe to the viewers, there was a green. It looks like a pair of testicles in a scrotum was formed out of Crazy Aaron's silly putty and was hung about Big Aaron's face. Again, that's Crazy Aaron's silly putty. Please sponsor me.
What's in your pocket? Also, did no one catch the whispering eye?
Dude, we all caught it.
No one laughed.
I gave you a slight chuckle. That's all you get.
Especially after the
Now we have
disrespect you
porn.
did me.
There you go. For the viewers.
Back to right after Nicolas Cage found the information about where this religious group is, it goes to this little small scene of the tiger doing his nice little roar,
That's right.
and it's this 80s vibe of some rock group cover of Tiger Roar with neon or dang, was it
I
neon?
wonder
It was like some weird.
It was like the same
Do you
purple
think
hue.
that the tiger could have been a hallucination because he had the Eye of the Tiger shirt? Maybe he has a thing for tigers.
See, I would say that, but the drug dealer also. Well, then again, maybe both of them are high as shit right now, and both of them are seeing that
kill the
tiger.
drug dealers, so...
Yeah, maybe.
Exactly, the tiger just walked away.
Maybe the tiger was fake.
All right, maybe the tiger was fake. Maybe it was all in their head.
Yeah,
and
fact.
they're just high
On the
as shit
amount of,
on
like,
this demonic
Maybe one
LSD.
person said something that made them both think of a tiger, and they were both...
I could say Nicolas Cage was already thinking about a tiger because he had the tiger shirt on.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
maybe
then the
that's
guy
what
saw the shirt.
exactly and thought about the tiger, and that made boom. We figured out the tiger. The tiger wasn't real. Everything was seeing LSD made him see the tiger. It was all in their heads. They were just high as shit.
Yeah, you missed
seeing
out
the
on a
fucking
lot,
tiger.
Absolutely not. That is all real.
Alright, so Nicolas Cage found where this fucking religious group is. And the first thing that he fucking sees, fucking chainsaw. Picks up the chainsaw.
Well, you're skipping a part, bud.
Let's
You-
get it.
talking
What
about
happens before the
fucking-
chainsaw, dude? He sees his little brother.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Forgot about the greatest part. Nicolas Cage fucking yeet the fuck out of his axe to the little hillbilly brother straight to the head.
Listen to the fucking, like, I don't know what the fuck it was. Some weird ass, I don't know, music. He was like waxing the car. And he just takes the shit to the dome.
Yeah, straight to the dome.
Yeah, and so while this, right, so this is the time where, en route to this location, he's driving a four-wheeler, and he breaks down, and he's like, you know what, I'm just going to walk, right? Nicolas Cage performed a triathlon to remove these people from the face of the earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeet the fuck out of his axe and murk this guy. Amazing.
Ended.
Yeah.
What a hero.
And then right around the corner. Oh, I don't know if it was right around the corner.
right around the corner.
It was, yeah.
Yeah,
He
because
finds this chainsaw, picks up this chainsaw, and go kill, I guess you could say, Big Brother, Hillbilly Big Brother. Guess what the Hillbilly Big Brother got beside him?
A longer chain.
A longer chainsaw.
we're talking about like 3 times the
Yeah,
size.
and did y'all catch the glimpse of Ghost Rider in that with the chain? Like,
Yeah,
A little bit.
A little bit.
that's further down in the fight.
Might have been a throwback.
he knew how to work that chain.
So he didn't know how to start the fucking chainsaw.
Yes.
Because dude went in there and he was first, the initial part of the chainsaw fight, he couldn't get his chainsaw starting. So this is the one issue I had with the fight, right? Is because he's just walking up to this guy, staring out in the face, trying to start a lawnmower. Or
Lawnmower.
fuck you.
Lawnmower.
A chainsaw.
Lawnmower.
So he's sitting there just walking up to this guy, fucking pull stringing the fuck out of this goddamn chainsaw. And dude's just like, yeah, I don't hear nothing. Nothing at all. I know you're like 10 feet away from me and you're clearly trying to start a chainsaw. But I can't hear it. Whatever. My issue with the fight.
I mean, that's kind of false because he was sitting there staring at him, trying to start the chainsaw, like,
Ripping it. And the guy was
was
like, huh? And then he fucking reaches around those logs and
And got his own chainsaw that's
Big-
like 3 times longer.
It's either poorly directed or just
Trojan
really weird
Magnum
flex.
chainsaw.
Yeah, so the whole time Nicolas Cage trying to start this fucking chainsaw, can't start it, and dude's like walking towards him with this long ass chainsaw, ready to fucking destroy Nicolas Cage.
One pull star, dude.
But good. if you ever want to see a chainsaw sword fight, this is your fucking movie.
Like, don't get me wrong, Evil Dead has a great chainsaw sword fight, but this is chainsaw on chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Nicolas Cage short chainsaw versus big boy hillbilly
Retard.
chainsaw with Trojan
Wait, can you say
Magnum
retard?
chainsaw.
oh, that's another thing you could promote.
Trojan condom.
Yeah. If we used them, we would not have gotten pregnant.
Trojan condoms. You should probably use them if you're having premarital sex.
What's in your wallet?
Okay, so
Not a Trojan condom for those who want to use an effective Trojan condom.
this is a side funny, but my Mima used to think that when guys would put dip cans in their pocket, she thought that was a condom ring.
Can you imagine,
A
bro?
cock ring?
God bless your meemaw.
No, she thought it was a condom, like the you know how the wallets get the rings when you
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For the audience out there,
I'm like
Borg
trying to
just-
explain it to him. and he
From
has
the
that
top
camera
row.
lights up.
Borg just
I was
got
focusing on my Aaron's thinking putty scarab, which is a very tantalizing color, but I just got disrespected in such a way.
It's an iridescent color. It's called
The iridescence of it heals the
Super
hurt.
Scarab. Again, Crazy Aaron's Thinking Buddy. Please sponsor me.
I've been disrespected in such a way while thinking so. I don't know, because I'm
Anyways,
thinking
you got
so much.
burned.
Anyway,
Alright.
we are very close. We're very close to the end of this movie. We're ironing all the details out. Big chainsaw fight. Nicolas Cage uses Ghost Rider chains and pulls Big Dumb John Hillbilly
John
onto
Deere.
his long chainsaw, and he's dead.
Is that the end of the movie?
Very close.
Yeah, pretty.
Thank goodness I didn't watch this movie because I was very
Very
tired.
close. Did you not see the ending? Did you
No.
not see any of it? You just fell asleep like 10 minutes in.
Yeah,
20 minutes in, and
He
then
was just like, fuck it, I'm
Fine.
escaping.
woke up to Sword Dick, and then fell back to sleep, and then again woke up to
Maybe so.
High Rise Invasion on Netflix right now.
Probably had a dream about that sort of thing, didn't you?
Absolutely, he did.
He
So-
loved it.
Yeah, anyways, right, so he gets done fucking laying this dude, not even laying wood, laying this dude on a chainsaw, dude. Kills him, guts him, fucking bleeding, crazy blood scene.
Yes.
Very disgusting, but awesome at the same time.
Very nice.
And then he just walks up into this fucking goddamn church.
I forgot a scene.
It's too late now.
No, it was a good
It might
scene.
not be that.
So it is written.
I gotta rewind before the
Beep,
chainsaw
beep,
fight. So he
beep.
finds the van of what the
Oh,
yeah. So he finds the
Goodness.
van that the religious group was using, and one of the guys that set his wife on fire, and he snatched this dude out of the van, straight up snatched him, hit him in the face, put him like he was against a tree or whatever, and shoved the end of his fucking axe down this dude's throat.
And this
Oh,
dude was
yeah.
resolute to the end, was like, you can't kill me, I'm part of the cult.
Not even that. She,
That just
he,
sounds
no,
like
he said the same
Friday
thing.
the 13th part
It's
6.
like, no, do you guys not remember? It was like, it doesn't matter what you do to me. One, you can't kill me, and two, your wife's still burning.
Big facts. And
Yeah.
this guy was the biggest asshole. He's the fucking
Disrespect.
ocarina flute player that caused the...
He's the awkward
Goddamn
flute player. He's the one that
LSD
lit the
bikers
bitch on
to come.
fire. Like,
Straight
He's like
disrespect.
arguably the biggest piece of shit in the movie.
Yeah.
Probably number 2.
I can't believe I almost forgot.
no, definitely number one. He's the one that was like
No,
legitimately.
No,
Number
he-
1 is obviously small cock
Yeah,
cult leader.
Yeah, absolutely. He's
Uh,
a good number 2. Well, he's a terrible number 2.
No, he is a good number 2 because he's got that smug, arrogant face that just like, I could absolutely punch this guy in the face.
I don't like to shade your
This
throwing
balding
small
ass
dicks right
head.
now. All right, this needs to stop.
Sorry for all the small dicks out there. No disrespect.
There's
well,
mad disrespect. I'm feeling it right now.
Thor wants
Yes,
to be sponsored.
yes. I have a mediocre wiener and very large balls.
All right, back to it.
Bucky Larson becomes a star. That's my life.
All right, the end of Nicolas Cage axe down this fucking dude's throat. Dude straight up deep throating the fuck out of this shit. Dying,
Dunzo.
blood
he looks,
all over.
He looks like
Gone.
a toilet, and you're unclogging the toilet, but instead,
blood.
blood.
Yeah,
You would know that. You would know that, Ernie, wouldn't you?
Yes, because I take shits quite often.
It's a fucking.
Yep.
I told you about that.
that's a
Come
good
down.
comeback. That's a great comeback.
We talk about low blows, right, Bort?
He's pretty low to the ground, so I mean. See how many blows you're getting on him?
You know what's crazy is my dick's lower to the ground than yours, so
Yeah, because you're short.
and also it's bigger.
It's short, alright? Your stomach goes
Talking
further
like
to the
3
ground.
tuna cans stacked right now. We're talking about two number 2 fucking Ticonderoga pencils. Sure, it's long, but you're gonna let's just say he's solving a lot of SAT problems. Stop.
Back to fast forward back after
Right.
the chainsaw fight.
30 seconds forward, 20 seconds reverse.
Big triangle, fucking random wooden church, I guess you would call it.
The
in the middle
architecture
of nowhere. It's like in the middle of this fucking canyon.
Yeah, the architecture of it is kind of whack.
Open. Nobody's in there. Just there, and there's a podium. Go.
Alright, he's fucking looking around this freaking church, whatever it is. It's like connected to this weird cave. It's in the canyon, so it's like connected to this like cave that's in the back or whatever. It was like, did he go behind the podium or something?
Well, he like read the.
Yeah, he
read,
was reading the Bible.
Yeah,
I
he
would say
read
it was
the
like a
Bible.
series of mines. Like the church was probably built on it, but it was originally a series of mines.
Right.
Yeah.
So he ended up finding a leader, and leader is like freaking out at this point, seeing Nicolas Cage covered in blood with this fucking
He's gone.
yeah, this
like,
crazy Nicolas Cage, and he's coming to hunt you down.
Dunzo.
And
Terrible.
the leader is like,
Well, wait. So, like, hold on. It's like everybody's pretty much gone from this cult, except he gets this one chamber underground where he meets the old lady who's like the main fucking, I guess you call pleaser. Of
She was
the,
the bitch
cult
that
leader.
she was the bitch that poisoned his wife.
Yeah. The main cult leader is fucking Squeeze. Yeah.
I forgot about her. What happened?
He
to her?
meets her and she's like offering to like be his sex slave, Nicolas Cage's sex slave. She's like, please don't kill me. I will give you my vagine. I'm very soft. And Nicolas Cage does not respond well to that.
He actually doesn't say anything. So he doesn't say anything, and he just pops up within this cave, and he throws the head of this bitch at the leader.
The leader, yeah. It's like the next scene. Old guy's like, I thought you were coming, and then all of a sudden, fucking, her head comes rolling across the floor.
So, the scene where he enters the church is, I love the way they filmed it. I don't know what they did, but where they go in through the top window and you're like seeing all the.
That's
It looks trippy, but not trippy.
That's called a NTAT.
That's colored borders.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was a pretty good
security
scene.
violation. I mean, I don't know what we're talking about. Anyway, we see the head roll across the floor. We're in the final chamber. Main fucking cult leader is halfway naked. He has a weird pair of tighty whities on.
It was like a toga, but oddly wrapped.
And he starts talking to Nicolas Cage. And that's where we're at. Finish
So
it.
at this point, he's like, I don't want to die. He's talking about sucking Nicolas Cage off. Oh, you can't kill me because I'm God. And Nicolas Cage is not hearing it.
Pretty much tells the cult leader that Nicolas Cage says, I'm fucking God. And that's it.
Do I want lasagna?
But anyway, he fucking squeezes the shit out of the fucking cult leader's head.
Wait,
And,
he's squeezing his head the entire time.
Yeah.
So he's squeezing his head the entire time. So the cult leader's just like, come on, dude, I'll suck your dick. And then he's like, dude, I'll suck your dick for a cheeseburger,
Dude,
bro.
game,
Going,
he's
sure.
like, no, game over, dude.
And then he's just like, all right, now he's increasing pressure. All right, cool. And the whole time, Nicolas Cage is just like, literally just cradling this dude. And he's just like, no, I'm going to kill you very slowly. And then the scene where his eyes actually pop out, his face goes from like a face and it just goes to plastic and eyeballs pop out.
It's so good, though.
It's
It's
so
a great
freaking
cut.
good.
It looks so good.
And I love how
I
he
love
did
it.
it where it was like survival mode where he was like going back and forth between being scared as shit and like bound down to him, and then he was just like, you can't fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Like I like how he
Fucking
went
God.
back and forth between aggression and submission.
But he was ultimately just a tiny wiener, much like his own tiny wiener.
Way to go, man. Way to
And
go.
then Nicolas Cage caps that off with, I am your god now.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine alternate ending, right? Nicolas Cage accepts the blowjob and he
Oh,
fucking
no.
kills him. Cage of Rage fucking kills him with his dick.
I don't foresee
Choke
that.
on this.
I don't foresee that.
Brutality.
Especially because I've watched Shawshank Redemption, and they definitely told me that in that movie, if you are forcing somebody to suck your dick and you put a bullet or squeeze their head, their jaw walks down on your shit. I don't think that's how that would end. Just saying from movie references.
Well, I didn't know if the LSD changed him like it did with the guy with the arrow in his neck.
No. I would hope not.
But that would be a crazy alternate ending.
I would
Him accepting the blowjob, but
tripping balls.
either afterwards or during, he kills him.
Just murks him.
Just murks him.
For some reason, it switched to like an old indie to snuff porn.
But to wrap it up, all that happens. Nicolas Cage burns down his entire sanctum. He exits the church. He gets back in his station wagon and he starts driving off. And he starts, I don't know if it's hallucinations or it's just welcoming acceptance that he has avenged his girlfriend/wife's death. But he looks over in the passenger seat and he sees Mandy sitting there smoking a cigarette. And the last scene you see is Nicolas Cage smiling maniacally into the camera. And the movie is over as he drives off into a picturesque 1980s hair metal space landscape. Great movie. Arguably one of the best movies I've ever seen. Just based off of artistic point of view and Nicolas Cage accepting his role as the craziest motherfucker in the film.
Absolutely.
So
And you watched part of it, and you fucking fell asleep through half of it, and now you're on your phone not even listening to this fucking podcast. You piece of shit.
So I got the important parts. I understood where the movie was going.
You didn't get most of it, though. You kept calling them goddamn aliens. They weren't fucking aliens. They were LSD fucking hopped up bikers. And that ain't...
Essentially aliens, dude. You think about it. The definition of alien is just someone foreign.
No.
I can see where we're trying to go with that, and I called it.
Error.
Absolutely not.
So, we are getting very close to 2 hours on this podcast, and I feel like that's a very good mark. I think we have filled up a very decent amount of time with actually pretty decent. I coming out, I was very cautious. I kind of thought maybe sound like a bunch of stupid shit, sure. But then again, I was wait a minute. I've heard us talk before, and it all sounds good, and I legitimately feel like we've walked away from this experience as coming with something richer. We've definitely recorded some shit that absolutely need to be recorded.
All I know is I already know the next conversation for next time.
But as we close on the 2 hour mark, we got a little bit more time to fill. I think if we have any last remarks, we should each take turns saying them. But before we do that, I have this big old bag of ghost pepper beef jerky.
Absolutely not.
You don't have to take a big piece, but I would recommend taking a little bite. Just a little piece.
Look at me and tell me if I can handle hot stuff.
Dude, give me a piece. I'm ready. Only this?
A little piece right there.
Dude, I'm not a bitch, dude.
Hold
give
on.
me that.
Don't take
That's
it
mine.
yet. We'll all take it at the same time.
I'm also not a bitch. I'm going to take a good little...
Get yourself a hunk if you would like some. We'll all cheers and take it, and then we'll each propose our closing arguments / next segments.
Wait,
statements.
So before we are in pain of whatever the heck we're about to eat, what movie are we going to be looking at?
That's what the final remarks.
Oh, that's a good question. That's a very good question.
That's the final remarks.
Your final remark.
Thanks.
Something that is fun to watch. I would like for...
I think The Lodge would be a good one. The Lodge or Deer in the Headlights thing.
Deer... Show some goddamn
To kill a
respect.
deer.
Killing of a
telling
sacred
you,
deer.
To kill a sacred...
He's so disrespectful in
Sacred killing of a
movies.
deer. Let's take a deeper look into... I'm gonna take it easy because you guys could barely handle fucking Mandy.
Yeah, that's baby steps.
There's a lot of things
Baby
happening
steps.
in Mandy.
Baby steps.
Let's watch Boogie Nights. I feel like Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. Wait, isn't that the one directed by
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay, not the one I'm thinking of.
And
I'm thinking
it
of
stars
Hollywood
Mark
Nights.
Wahlberg
I'm thinking
and a bunch of people. It's a StarCast film, and it's a good story.
It's on
And
Netflix?
You guys will like it. It's somewhere online.
that's very, very good.
And even if you have to rent it, it's not gonna be more than like fucking $2. Guarantee you that.
So wait.
Or if there's
What's
anything
directed by
Tarantino.
George Lucas? Is that a Hollywood Nights?
Star Wars. And no, it's American Graffiti.
Yes,
American
that
Graffiti.
one. That one.
I'm not watching American Graffiti. That's not a fucked up movie. Has nothing to nothing to discuss.
Why do we have to?
George Lucas is a pussy.
All right,
I'm
let's
probably
kill
just
this.
angered a bunch of people. But no,
Cut that out,
Nothing,
cut that out, we
Not,
cut that
not
out.
saying anything against Star Wars. Let me backtrack.
Let's cut that out.
Nothing against Star
Just
Wars.
cut that out.
No,
Just
I'm,
shut the
I
fuck up,
don't.
Major League Jerky.
I'm
Let's
not.
fucking get this
All right,
down.
yeah. Cheers,
I took a fucking massive piece.
dude. You did take a big piece. Oh, right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
That's dancing on the tongue.
I think I fucked up a little bit, but I'm a fucking grown man.
You took
You're the
a
only
big
one who
piece.
made a face.
That was a big piece.
Okay, it's calming down a little bit. I think it's playing with my feelings though.
Yeah,
Until
swallow
you
it.
swallow it.
Oh,
It's definitely lingering.
See, that's where y'all fucked up. I may have been a bitch, but I'm also not taking the first
You
drink.
put it in the silly putty, didn't you? You didn't
No, I
even-
didn't. No, I didn't. I ate it.
No, he put it in the silly.
You'll
You
find
put it in Crazy Aaron's thinking putty.
Great for hiding shit.
Great for hiding shit. Great for playing with stuff.
Great for
especially if
molding
you're
balls.
trying to get away from work. Definitely a good way to distract yourself.
Can
Or
definitely-
distract other
Aaron's
people.
crazy. Aaron's thinking putty. Please sponsor me.
What's in your pocket?
All right, with the spices of Bucky's Ghost Pepper Beef Jerky dancing on your tongue. Last words. Let's go clockwise around the table. Bort.
Started off, Buc-ee's, please sponsor us.
Yeah. I'll second that. I'll
One,
second that.
two. I feel bad for not watching the movie, but also don't feel bad because it sounds like a movie that I would have nightmares for the next 3 weeks.
What are you looking forward to if you got time to come back for the next podcast?
I just hope that it will be just an event-filled podcast that hopefully isn't directed towards my misgivings.
Wow.
Big Earn.
What a fucking wet rag. No.
Wet rag, excuse me.
All right, ADB.
I just want to shout out to Nicolas Cage.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for being crazy.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, man. If you watch this, hopefully you watch this someday, whatever. Thank you.
You're better than Sorcerer Sopranos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thoughts.
Big Earn.
Boar has a small penis, and I got hit with molded balls.
That's disrespectful.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, well. Appreciate it. Close things out. I would like to give a big thanks to all three of my guests. You guys were the best. I feel like we absolutely accomplished what we set out to accomplish.
Fancy louder now.
It is
Yes.
hot. It is. It's hot in my throat.
So you get
To jump on the back of what ADB said, yes, I would like to thank Nicolas Cage, especially for making Mandy. I am writing a movie. If you do hear this, please get in contact with me. I would like to produce it with you and hopefully make it. Other than that, I would like to thank everybody that's listening to this inaugural podcast of the somewhat unnamed, possibly just constantly changing podcast title. But I think I don't know.
Let's put a poll out there.
Let's do just internally vote between the two. Puffy Muff. Do I have any eyes?
Eyes. Eye.
How about Deep Down Low?
I think that one's
I
better.
also go with that one too.
I would say Deep Down Low. All right, let's just call it Deep Down Low until we get sued by whatever band fucking made that song.
I'd rather not get sued.
I don't care. They can try and sue me, but they're
So
gonna
will
If
be
you give credits,
woefully
can they?
discredited, and they're going to be very sad about what they find.
Well-
Until next time, thank you for joining us for the Deep Down Low podcast. I hope you guys join us next time. We'll continue the same random crazy shit. No organization whatsoever. And same non-sponsored / hopefully sponsored Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty will hopefully hear us and pick up and send me a lifetime supply of Thinking Putty.
Also known as ADHD paradise.
Although
Yes.
one can laugh.
I'm
at
still in
one
that.
of
I'm
us.
still in that.
Yes.
I'm still in that
It's
name.
called the ADD
Absolutely.
Paradise.
It's copyrighted. Yes. Again, thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next time. All right. Bye.